What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. All right, people. Let's get into it, man. Hope everybody having a blessed morning, man. Hope everybody be safe through the day, man. I guess try to stay cool in some of this heat. But anyway, people. Mega Media is big mad. They highly pissed off. They really pissed off at this Senator Tilson or something. I think that's his name, Tilson. He will not vote for Trump U.S. attorney pick for D.C. And they highly mad about this. And they saying the stupidest shit in the world, but let's just listen to what they mad about, people.
Republican Senator Thom Tillis says he's told the White House he will vote against Ed Martin, President Trump's pick to be the U.S. attorney here in Washington.
If Mr. Martin were being put forth as a U.S. attorney for any district except the district where January 6th happened, the protest happened, I'd probably support him, but not in this district. But at this point, I've indicated to the White House I wouldn't support his nomination.
First of all, you should not be supporting him or voting for him for any attorney general in any goddamn state. Believe it or not, this man is a defender of domestic terrorists, which was the January 6th people. It just doesn't just apply to Washington, D.C. These people came from all around the goddamn country to come to commit terrorism, to do terrorism in Washington, D.C. I don't give a fuck if he was an attorney general in Colorado that he was up for. It doesn't matter. I mean, U.S. attorney in Colorado, I wouldn't give a damn. The man is a horrible individual. The man defends terrorism, domestic terrorism. So I don't give a fuck what it is. That's crossing the line for you because it's D.C. No. And later on this, and y'all going to hear how despicable this man is and how this man is basically a fucking traitor to the United States of America. But anyway, let's move on. But like I said, this what comes with the Trump party. A bunch of fucking traitors to the country. And I stand on that shit. I don't give a fuck what their qualifications are. All I know is you defend January 6th, you a motherfucking, you're a defender of terrorism. Just imagine people was out here defending Hamas, or people was out here defending the Taliban or some shit. The uproar from Republicans will be crazy. But this is homegrown terrorism, and these motherfuckers are sitting here pretending that these people are somehow qualified to be leading anything with power. But like I said, we got majority of the goddamn country stuck on stupid. But then try to sit there. These are the same people that try to sit there and pretend that they got some type of moral compass or some moral high ground. They got more morals than the rest of us, but they defending traitors and terrorists. Domestic terrorists at that, homegrown terrorists. Trump just sat down in Mar-a-Lago with the leader of the Proud Boys. A domestic terrorist group. Homegrown. But we be mad at ISIS and Hamas. Yeah, okay, cool. What up?
And with that, the floodgates have opened. A lot of pressure coming from the MAGA mediaverse to change his mind on Martin, a devoted Trump supporter who made his name as an organizer of Stop the Steal and a lawyer and outspoken advocate for January 6th defendants.
I'm sorry, Senator Tillis, you want to give illegal aliens more nuance and understanding and compassion in how you handle their cases than you'll give American patriots who dared to stand up to a contested election.
First of all, you call it whatever you want. You can call it standing up for an election. They stand up for whatever you just said. Ma'am, first of all, you're a damn liar. Second of all, you sound stupid. You bleach blonde hair bitch. You are a fucking you are a traitor to the country as well. So I'm still trying to figure out why is people eat. Well, I ain't gonna say that because I know why people support these type of stupid people. These people are stupid. Okay, listen. They are not patriots. They are traitors. They are domestic terrorists. That's what they are. All of you. You motherfuckers got a free pass from Trump from pardoning you. It doesn't excuse or somehow, some way you still ain't labeled as a fucking domestic terrorist. You are a traitor. And what we used to do with traitors like you, we used to lock your ass up forever, ever. So if you go way back in the day, they probably would put you in front of a gun range and shoot the shit out you and murder you. That's what traitors get. So these people ain't no fucking patriots. Listen, that's like, you know what's bothering me? It's like calling the Confederate people patriots. No, they was domestic terrorists. They fought against America. Just like these January 6 people. They're no fucking different. So, no, ma'am, they are not no fucking patriots, and you ain't either. You don't even know the definition. You don't even know the definition or the morals that comes with being a real patriot. First of all, no American citizen that never fought in a war in this country is a patriot. You cannot consider yourself a patriot. I don't give a fuck how many flags you wrap yourself around with, how many of the clothing you have on, back to blue, all that dumb shit, or we support the troops, so we a patriot. You're not a patriot. You ain't never served. You ain't did shit for this country, but be a bunch of fucking, especially some of you white motherfuckers. Listen, you motherfuckers ain't nothing but privileged ass racist white people, a lot of y'all. Nobody's a fucking patriot unless you served in this country. Unless you serve for this country. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. I'm very, very sick of people throwing around the word patriot. You bitches don't even know the definition of being a patriot. You're out here defending domestic terrorism. Terrorists, I'm sorry. Into the country, but somehow you a patriot. These people are patriots. Yeah, okay, cool. You call it whatever you want. You bitches ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking Confederate Nazis. That's all you are. Anybody defending that shit. And I stand on that shit. I don't give a fuck if it's a senator or a congressperson or a so-called American citizen. You ain't a patriot. You're a bunch of fucking hypocrites and phonies. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Let's move on.
Isn't that you can't vote for Ed Martin?
No, we can't.
Where were you when January 6ers, when your constituents were getting thrown in prison? Tom Tillis, you are very much on.
If they was his constituents and they was at January 6th committing domestic terrorism, they ass should be in jail. What the fuck is he supporting them for? Because let me explain something to y'all very, very clearly. And I may have to look this up. Once you get convicted of a felony, I don't know on a federal level, like, I don't know if you can vote in elections anymore, regardless if you got pardoned. I got to look that up. But I believe you still can't vote. But these ignorant motherfuckers still could run for office, still be a part of boards and shit like that in your state. This is how fucked up the country is. See, the problem is we don't have consequences for people that commit very heinous shit. And I'll be very honest about that. Outside of murder and rape, like a lot of shit shouldn't be considered as criminal acts, and some shit is just plain fucking criminal behavior. But these people got to pass. Let's move on.
Wrong side of history.
Nia,
go
just
back.
to recap
I want
here,
y'all to go back.
they're mad because this
Patriots
go back.
who dared to stand up to a contested election, and that's the reason that you can't vote for Ed Martin? Where were you when January 6ers, when your constituents were getting thrown in prison? Tom Tillis, you are very much on the wrong side of history.
No, ma'am, you are. You are. And I hope your family should be ashamed of you, but they most likely not, because your family probably believe in the same stupidity that you believe in because they raised you. Hopefully they disagree with you, but I highly doubt it. No, ma'am, you on the wrong side of history. And like I said, this shit gets worse and worse every goddamn day. And like I said, these are going to be the same people, hopefully if they live long enough, or we all live long enough, that when tides turn and we get back into some type of normalcy, because we in fucking chaos and a lot of corrupt and nonsense devilish shit, believe it or not. These people are really devils. But when we get back to some type of normalcy, these people will be shunned, and they should be. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, Brother Bell? So, hopefully soon, but these people will go down as they should be shamed when it comes to the public. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. All you Trump supporters that's defending this nonsense shit, when shit get back to normal, when people start hiring people and you need jobs and people don't give you jobs because of the stands you've been taking in the time of history right now, you don't get jobs because of this type of behavior you have been presenting to the world, to this country. You should know why. It ain't about woke, being woke. It ain't about DEI. It ain't about none of that goofy shit that you're talking about. Well, politically correct. No, it's consequences for your actions. All of you Trump supporters, y'all happy, go lucky to be bad, evil people, say with all types of horrible shit that you say, but you're not understanding that, yes, you got the freedom to do and say what you want. But it's always consequences. First of all, it's no such thing of complete freedom of speech. It's not. I don't know why y'all think that, but like I said, that means because y'all ain't been raised right. It is certain shit that you cannot say or do because some shit is not tolerable anymore like shit used to be. That's why we have generations. That's why it's a future. We don't never go backwards. We always going forward. Y'all want to go backwards, but we always everything in life is always going forward. But like I said, I digest. You motherfuckers just don't get it. You will, hopefully, God willing, you motherfuckers will see what I'm talking about. Because listen, karma's a bitch. Enjoy your devilish shit that you're doing. Shout out to my brother LT in the building. What up, L? Listen, the dude, not to get off subject, but the dude that killed the sheriffs or whoever, the sheriff or one of them sheriffs or whoever, them deputies or whoever it is, them officers in in Cincinnati. Listen, I told you it's going to listen. You just can't listen. It's some black people that, and I'm one of them. You harm or kill my kid. I'm telling the police this, nigga. You listen. I'm taking one of yours. See, my thing is, I would have just got no random police officer. I would get them police officer or whoever police officer that is that killed my kid. I'd have killed you. I wouldn't even fuck with your family. I'll get you. You listen, your life will always be in danger. You won't be able to walk freely after you killed my kid. I'm just telling you that now. So the dude that is in Cincinnati, the only thing I had a problem with is that he just killed a random police officer, but I really don't give a fuck about that either. But my condolences go to his family because he probably, his family don't deserve that, but I don't care about them cops. You sign up for that type of behavior, don't care. You don't sit out and stand up for what's right. I don't care what happened to you. But let me say this. That's the only problem I got. Other than that, I don't give a fuck he killed no cop. I don't care. Like I said, I'm not condoning what he did. I just don't give a fuck. Because like I said, if you kill my kid, you can agree with me right or wrong. I'm coming to kill you. I'm not going to kill no random people. I'm coming to get you. So I always say this. Your best bet, if you kill my kid, is go ahead and lock me up right away. Because I'm a threat to your life. I'm just telling you that now. I don't give a fuck who it is, but I'm just saying, especially if it's a cop, hey man. So listen, I don't condone what the brother did. But I understand why he did it. And I ain't mad at him. Fuck, I'm mad at him. I ain't God. Only God can judge. He got to go talk to that big man. I don't, you know what I mean? That's he made that decision. I ain't mad at it. I just don't condone what he did, but it is what it is. I told you, like, police officers think that shit is like they think that this shit is a game. Like, yo, you gonna run into the wrong black people, and they gonna do shit like this. You just ain't gonna be able to keep killing our kids like it ain't nothing. Talking about, I heard some things, I heard some jiggling, and I thought he had a gun. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He could have had some change in his pocket. He could have had them kids wear the little chains on with the wallet or in their belt or whatever that shit is, right? It could have been that. He's talking about it sounded like it was a gun. Get the fuck out of here, bro. How you know what a fucking gun sound when you running? That shit don't even sound right. When cops are running, you ain't hearing they guns. You hearing keys or whatever the fuck chains and shit they got going on. Like got on them. That's what you hear. You don't hear that gun clickling and shit like that. That shit don't even make any fucking sense. And like I said, people say, well, Kenny, you hear people, they might say, well, Kenny, he was in a stolen car. Well, I don't give a fuck. That ain't the reason why they shot him and murdered him. Not because he stole a fucking car. That's not a death sentence. They said that they killed this kid because they heard jiggling. Sounded like a gun. How the fuck that sound like a gun? The fuck out of here. So listen, to the brother, I don't condone what you did, but I ain't mad at you. You gotta go talk to the big man about that. But I understand it because it was me. I'm just telling you that now. Fuck with mine, that's what's gonna happen. I'm on homie's level with that. You fuck with mine, I'm gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill no random cop. I'm gonna kill a motherfucker that killed my kid. I'm telling you that now.
Nia, just to recap here, they're mad because the senator says that the idea that Ed Martin is in support of the many things having to do with the January 6 rioters, including pardoning them and defending them. And that was sort of the bridge too far for Senator Tillis. That's what MAGA media is upset about.
I mean, it really goes to the centrality of January 6th or trutherism, this idea that it was just a peaceful protest and a rightful protest that these folks wanted to essentially overthrow a free and fair election. So that's the kind of rhetoric you hear in MAGAverse, and that is what is going to come very strongly at Tom Tillis. I mean, he has stated that he's not going to support this person, and it also gets at the kind of
First of all, any of them people, all the people that first of all, he's a hypocrite anyway. He's a piece of shit as well. He voted for a lot of those people that believed in that January. Everybody that Trump put up for nominations for his cabinet believed in the January 6th. So I don't know why people are sitting here lying. I mean, like sitting here trying, oh, this guy, he gone way too far. Hey, please, man, come on, stop. Fuck out of here. Every last person that Trump put up for a nominee for his cabinet or some type of position in the federal government that got to go through Congress, every last one of them believe in the January 6th shit. They are okay with it. They can lie and say, nah, I think it was bad. Whatever. You say whatever you want. First of all, if you didn't believe in none of that shit with the January 6th shit, if that's the case, you wouldn't even, because when Trump got in there, he automatically did that shit. It ain't take him long. He automatically gave him pardons. So once he did that, you should have been like, I don't want to be a nominee for none of that shit because I don't believe in what Trump did. But like I said, everybody that voted for Trump, that he put up for nominees as his cabinet, he already told you, when I get in there, I'm pardoning these people. I wouldn't have pardoned any one of them. It doesn't matter if they was violent January 6ers or not. They all committed treason. Regardless. So don't give me this shit. This was a little too far for you with this nominee. You voted for the rest of them. None of that shit makes no sense. Why you dying on this hill? And listen, at a point you can understand Trump supporters like that stupid bleach blonde head bitch sitting there getting mad at him. Like nigga, like this is the hill you going down on him? No, like it was plenty of other nominees that believed in that shit, and you still gave me your vote. Man, please. Anybody in Trump administration, anybody fuck with Trump or deal with Trump, you are okay with the January 6th. And you don't get to say, well, I don't fuck with Trump on these certain things. What they did was treason. Which Trump defends those people, so that means he's okay with treason. Miss me with the rest of this shit. The groceries, taxes, miss me with all that bullshit. The man believes in treason.
I think that a lot of senators and folks in the House have in standing up to MAGA, because you will get a lot thrown at you. And listen, MAGA has proven to be violent, right? And scary. If you look at what happened.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. These people worth millions of dollars. Get more security then, bitch. Fuck are we talking about here? Get more security. You're robbing, some of these Congress people robbing American people anyway because they ain't doing shit. Get more security. Get all that money that you ain't that you making off of the American people that you ain't doing shit for. Use that money to get more security. Nobody gives a fuck about you scared about your life in danger. First of all, you know what you signed up for. Excuse me. I'm tired of these fake ass cop outs of, you know, these people, they fear for their life. MAGA is violent. I don't give a fuck. I wish a MAGA would fuck with me. Listen, people. Hey, man. play with me like that. See, my thing is these Congress people that get up there and they so fucking fucking phony. It's like, yo, tell these motherfuckers straight up. Anybody threaten me, I'm telling you, roll up on me, I'm gonna pop your ass. I'm just telling you that. I'm gonna have somebody pop you. That's just is what it is. This whole notion, the right is so violent, the left, no, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's so that means you don't want to do your job because you scared of threats? Well, what the fuck are you there for? We got crazies out here. We've been having crazies. What that mean? People been lost their damn mind. What the fuck that mean? Like I said, some of these people haven't ran up on the right motherfuckers yet. That's all. All that fake threatening and shit. And even if it's real threat, they bring that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. These motherfuckers mad. You threatening people's lives because you disagree with them. Like, get the fuck out of here. How fucking delusional you are. How crazy are you? Threatening people's lives because you disagree with them. Listen, I don't have no, I ain't say animosity. I wouldn't put no threats out to any Trump supporters. All I'm saying is you roll up on me and you fuck around and you gonna find out. I don't wish harm on you. I give less fuck about you. Why would, listen, if I don't give a fuck about you, why would I care about bringing harm to you? I don't care about you because you don't give a fuck about me. So what the fuck? And these motherfuckers get in there, they got radicalized. They ain't get radicalized. They just stupid people that like violence. It ain't that complicated. No, the senator and any of them senators, they're just cowards. That just is what it is. I don't give a fuck about them threats. You supposed to, this shit is bigger than you. You representing people. This ain't about you. And put it this way. You shouldn't have ran for, listen, I'm telling I don't give a fuck you left, right, whatever. If you run for Congress or run for some type of political shit, you know that comes with the game of threats. That means you know you put your family life in danger as well. It ain't just you. You know you put your family life in danger. Let's just be real. That ain't, this shit they talking about violence, this ain't nothing new. Plenty of fucking Congress people and political people got assassinated and murdered. Black leaders. It happens. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's okay, but they know the risk. They know what comes with it. Nigga, we had the American government threatening to kill and murder Martin Luther King on a daily basis. What are you talking about? But somehow these cowards, I'm scared to stand up for what's right because, you know, these MAGA, come on, man. Let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. We fucking cowards. Let's move on.
On January 6th.
Yeah, and on that note, just to sort of put a cap on Ed Martin and his role vis-a-vis January 6th, because he's acting U.S. attorney now in D.C. He's already dismissed the January 6th Capitol riot cases, which is one of the things that Senator Tillis is upset about. He was a defense counsel and prosecutor on the January 6th case, fired the prosecutors involved in January 6th investigations.
That means he's a traitor. He fired the prosecutors that presented this case in front of a jury and a judge. He fired them for doing their job because he didn't like that. He's a traitor. He should not be in no type of power of anything like that. Control over American citizens that he may disagree with. Like these, like what is wrong with people? No, he should not be in no powerful position. The man is not qualified. And what I mean by that, he's morally not qualified to be in a powerful position. He fined prosecutors that did the right thing of charging these people, going to court through the process of law, and they got found guilty. He's mad at that? Are you fucking kidding me? Let's move on. Mega, y'all dumb as shit. Shout out to my brother Booker in the building. What up, Booker? Shout out to the bro. Man, these motherfuckers crazy, man.
And what you're seeing on the screen there are some of the other issues. That was just January 6th. These are other.
And let me just say this too. If you heard earlier in the beginning when I started, you heard the senator that actually said that he's not going to vote for him, this Republican. He said if this was any other state than D.C., he would give him his vote. So he's no better. He's not better than the dude that they got up for a nominee. He's saying, listen, if it wasn't D.C., I will let you be Attorney General somewhere else. U.S. Attorney General somewhere else. He still got these same things, though. So would it be the difference? He in another state. The man is corrupt. He's a traitor. What the fuck? But anyway, let's move on. But mind you, you see CNN. This is why I don't even be fucking with CNN like that. Ain't nobody on this panel saying what I just said. It wouldn't matter if he was in a different state. Being a U.S. attorney, like it wouldn't matter. The man still have all this. This is his resume. It doesn't change. What would change because he's in a different state? No, he shouldn't be nominated at all. No matter if it was D.C. or not. That was his excuse. Please stop. Please stop. Fuck that Senator Tilson. Fuck Senator Tilson. He a piece of shit too. All of a sudden, this is the line he going. Please, let's move on.
Issues that senators are raising their eyebrows about. Everything from the fact that he failed to report in his confirmation process nearly 200 appearances on far-right media outlets. He claims not to recall numerous past controversial statements under oath.
I mean, are you shocked? He's one of the biggest liars we have seen in the 21st century. Donald Trump. Like, are you shocked that he's lying? Listen, every Trump supporter is a liar. Every last one of you are liars and pieces of shit. I wouldn't believe nothing come out of Trump supporters' mouth. Not nothing. You support a liar, so you okay with lying. So you will lie. And we know you lie. Listen, people, it's one thing of not telling the whole truth about something. It's another thing of motherfuckers blatantly lying. And then the motherfuckers come to defend the motherfucker that's blatantly lying to make excuses for him lying. Or they do the deflection shit of what about ism? Okay, cool. Let's move on.
Another big one, the U.S. Attorney nominee, Ed Martin, he has now repudiated an alleged Nazi sympathizer, which is at odds with his own statements that our own K-File have found. Yes.
So he's okay with Nazis. Duh. Like I mean, not like duh, but like really? Like, are you shocked? Every last Trump supporter defends Nazis and racists. The black ones, the Mexican ones, the Chinese ones, you name them all. They all defend racism. That's what they do. listen, man. I'm gonna say this again. I don't know how people wake up hating other people. I just don't get it. Like that shit is like a waste of energy. I don't get it. But you know, you got this is reality. And people sit up here and they try to defend that shit. Try to pretend, no, I'm not a racist. You the race hustler. You keep bringing up race, but every policy and everything that you talk about is about a race. It's about somebody that's a different race. Or you discriminate against somebody that's different from you. That's all y'all do. Fearmonger. That's all you do. Trump supporters, like, please stop with the nonsense. You are fucking racist. Just stand on it. I don't even know why y'all even trying to fight it anymore. Like, don't fight it. Just be about it. Stand on business. And the real reason why a lot of them don't stand on it, because they know this shit is stupid. Being a racist is stupid. Saying racist shit is stupid. Being a bigot, homophobe, insulting, being, just being angry of nonsense shit is stupid. They all know that. A lot of them do know that. But like I said, even the ones that don't know it, they've been raised that way. Nobody just, listen, people, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. I didn't turn into a fucking crackhead. I was raised around it. Everybody that I knew in my family or I seen in my life was getting high. Then everybody. Listen, but that ain't make me want to go pick up the pipe. So, fuck. You get what I mean? Like, come on, man. These people are stupid. I'm just saying, real talk.
Has a big file. The other thing about Ed Martin, which is both a virtue and a vice, depending on where people are coming from, is that he is very aligned with President Trump, has gone on Twitter to sort of take cues from the president and others, suggesting prosecutions. So that sort of separation, which I realize is a little novel, or like, behind
Hold
the
on,
times.
and let me just say this too as well. Everybody that Trump fucks with, listen, they don't just admire him. He admires them too. Trump likes people to tell him what he's saying is right. That's been his whole life. That's why when he get any criticism, when he started running for president or whatever, almost over a decade ago, he's been timid. He's been soft. He looks soft. He cry and whine. The mainstream media, they never say nothing good about me. Get the fuck out of here. You've been in the public eye for decades, and you can't handle criticism, nigga. Now, don't get me wrong. Being a politician is a little different. But let me explain something to you as well. It is no different from being famous. Trump been famous for decades. But at this point in his life, he should know how to be able to handle criticism. Even if they lies, he should be able to know how to handle it. This man is 70-something years old. You don't know how to handle criticism? But like I said, he with the right party, because the Republicans, they don't know how to take criticism. They always crying. They keep calling us racists and Nazis and calling our dear leader Hitler and the dictator. Stop acting like it. Stop saying shit like it. Stop behaving that way. Don't we tell children that? Stop behaving that way. If you don't want people to look at you a certain way or say you a certain way, stop acting like it. Stop trying to betray that you are something that you're not, if that's the case. Like I said, any Trump supporter is a racist to me. I don't give a fuck who you are. Listen, every time I go to work every day, probably a couple of miles from me, probably a good maybe 7 to 10 miles when I drive to work, it's a Trump supporter sign sitting right out there, out in the open. Ain't never took that bitch down. That bitch ass motherfucker, whoever that is, that family, fuck them. Listen, you're a bunch of racists to me. I don't give a fuck. Just don't say shit to me. Like, seriously, I don't really want Trump supporters to say nothing to me, man. It ain't nothing you can say to me. It's not a conversation. It's nothing. We can't act like we just got different ideology. No, we don't. We just got different morals. That it ain't about ideology at this point. It's about morals. You don't have no morals. So I don't give a fuck about your ideology. Your ideology don't mean shit to me. You don't have morals. And I can't fuck with people like that. So let's move on.
At this point, but the separation between the Justice Department and the White House when it comes to prosecutorial decisions and investigations, that is utterly blurred, and especially blurred when it comes to him and his public statements.
Ashley Book, I see your shit there. You said Nikki Haley would be better than Trump. No, she wouldn't. The reason that Trump is even in the power position he's in, Nikki Haley been a Republican damn near all her life. She's been a Republican a long time. Listen, the reason Trump took over that party like that is because of people like Nikki Haley. Because they like to hide behind their racism. They defend racism in a clever way, you can say, right? You know, they smart about how they present racism, right? But a motherfucker like Trump just straight blatantly say, fuck it. That's what create stupid racists to be in power. It be these motherfuckers that think they're being clever about their racism. No, Nikki Haley wouldn't be better. She actually would be worse. She actually would be worse. Because we keep having the same cycle of, I'm not a racist. She's not a racist. Because she ain't saying the type of shit Trump would say. But she supported. It's no different. It's no different. No, Nikki Haley is a Trump supporter. Listen, it ain't just the Trump. Listen. The Trump supporters, it's their fault. But at the end of the day, you got politicians that lie and sit there and pretend that they're not supporters of Trump or they're not racist. That's not the case. Nikki Haley is one of those people. She's just a drifter. That's all. She's worse than Trump to me. Trump, listen. I don't know why people don't get this. I'm not saying that a straight up racist that's racist is not. I'm not saying they ain't bad. I'm saying they're not worse than people that try to pretend that they're not racist. That's the worst. Because you don't know if you're getting the authentic person when you're talking to them or you're in their presence. You don't know. But a motherfucker that you know exactly who they are, yeah, they bad people, but at least you know who they are. The motherfuckers like to sit around and hide and pretend that they ain't like Trump. They the motherfuckers, they're the danger. And I keep telling y'all that. Nikki Haley ain't no different than Trump. She's actually worse. Mitch McConnell's worse than fucking Donald Trump. That doesn't mean that Donald Trump ain't bad. He ain't no bad person. He ain't shit. But they're worse than him.
It's about seeing himself as the president's lawyer.
You know, there's a sense on the Hill that Tillis has kind of taken one for the team on this one, that there are many Senate Republicans who don't think that Ed Martin would be a remotely appropriate person to serve in a confirmed position.
But the question is whether
it doesn't matter. Because every goddamn Trump supporter Trump person that Trump put up for nomination should not have got supported. Shout out to my brother Henderson in the building. I miss your shit. My bad, bro. Shout out to Henderson in the building. What's going on, bro? Listen, we don't even know if that's going to happen, bro. Democrats running around here, the time that they should be having new leadership, letting AOC and Bernie and Congresswoman Crockett, all the new blood, they sitting there still fighting that. Like, what y'all been doing? First of all, Democrats just got smoked in the presidential election shit. The Senate, the House, they just got not smoke, but they lost. Like, yo, y'all fucking up. Y'all old oligarch shit is not working anymore. Nobody's falling for that shit. They're turning people off at this point. Let the new blood come in. Listen, Trump listen. This is what get Democrats passed. The Republicans and Trump and them do so bad that a lot of people ignore what the fucking Democrats are doing. Nothing. They're just hoping and praying the Republicans fuck up so bad, then people be like, well, we got no choice but to vote for you. That's not enough. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be enough. They got to let the young bloods come in and take over. This whole notion, I'm saying this shit from Chris Cuomo. Fuck Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo, fuck out of here. You defend your brother that's a accused sexual assaulter. The fuck out of here. We nobody trying to hear you, nigga. You a corporate Democrat. Nobody care about what you said about AOC. AOC is the future. Congresswoman Crockett is the future of the party. Stop trying to block them. Hakeem Jeffries, listen. The brother's all right, but he's a part of the fucking elite too. Nobody trying to hear that bullshit. It's time to move the fuck on from the Nancy Pelosi's and the Chuck Schumers of the world. Get the fuck out of here. That's why that's the real reason why they lost part of why they lost the election. And we can talk about voter suppression and all that, but that's part of the Democrats' fault. They should have been on the ground more. Telling people in their states they doing voter suppression. This is what you look out for. They wasn't doing none of that shit. Doing all these big ass national ads cost millions of dollars. No, put out some real shit. This is what's happening with the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is so out of touch. They so out of touch that they don't even understand what the Republicans are really doing behind the scenes. Or they do know and they don't care. And that's a problem. I don't be trusting none of them corporate Democrats really like that because some of that they take the same money the Republicans take from the donors and them corporations. It ain't no difference. Now they want to get the beefing with the motherfuckers that actually got the voice, that actually can be out here. Y'all good donors. All right, get the donor money. Yo, play your fucking part. Like you out of touch. Get the money. All you can get the money. Get the money. Let the new bloods come in. See, the problem is with the new bloods, they don't want that corporate money. And that's why they go against the AOC, the Bernie Sanders, the Senator Congresswoman Crawford, and a whole bunch of them. That's why they're mad. That's why they keep fighting the back against it, because they won't take the corporate money. Because then, see, when you take the corporate money, now you got to listen to them corporations. Now whatever they did it to Barack. So whatever your plans is for things to change things, when you take that corporate money, the corporate people like the corporate motherfuckers like, you owe us. That's all that's happening here, people. Need y'all to really genuinely understand that. That's why the Democrats, the elites, corporate Democrats go against the AOCs because they don't take their money. They got their own pack. It's from the people. It ain't from the corporations. That's why they fight against the AOCs of the world. That's why they talk bad, call them socialist group, how we gonna pay for it and all that shit. You don't pay for half of the shit that you pay for anyway, that y'all put up for budgets anyway. What are you talking about? Think about it, people. When the last time you was hearing corporate Democrats talking about the fair rich got to pay their tax, pay their fair taxes, pay their fair share in taxes, and two, the AOCs, the progressive movement part of the right left wing, started saying that. They never was saying shit like that. Now all of a sudden they saying it now. In the last 10 years, they ain't been saying that shit like that. They've been doing the same shit that Republicans been doing. The fuck out of here. Listen, don't get me started, man. Let's move on, y'all.
Or not he is taking one for the team, or whether he's going to provide political cover for other Republicans so that the president will have to either he won't get confirmed or the president will withdraw the nomination.
Exactly.
So we don't know yet.
Yes, that is that's what everyone up there I think is feeling. But remember, this is politics, and so Tillis has, if he wants to be a senator again, he has to stand for re-election. He's got a difficult or fairly difficult contest next year, and so the question is, if he wants to run again, is the president and his team going to turn all of his political forces against him in a primary? I mean, Trump does have other options, by the way. He could just nominate someone else. That could happen.
But Ed Martin is a favorite. And then just on the idea that Tom Tillis is up for re-election, this is really one of the things that makes it so fascinating, because on the other nominees that have been controversial, Tillis was a yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is the one that which was an early indicator that Tillis was going to actually run for re-election, because we weren't really sure. This is one where he's pushing back, and it's a biggie when it comes to Tillis's own political viability, because it's going to be hard to see him not getting a Republican primary.
And that's what I'm saying. Every last one of them the motherfuckers that was right controversial that Trump put up for nominees or positions in government, he voted for. Now this is the hill you gonna die on? None of this shit make no sense to me. These people are unbelievable. Anyway, let's move on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, people. Unbelievable.
He has some people running against him, but one that has the full support of MAGA world.
It's going to be hard to see that MAGA world doesn't come in with an incredible amount of money and try to crush him as they go through the primary, as they have said they're going to do. What is worth noting are two things. One, I don't think it matters who is going to be the U.S. attorney. I just don't. I think that Donald Trump is going to put anybody, whoever he wants in there. Tamara said it, like there's no line between the Justice Department and the White House anymore. You could put me in there, for God's sakes, or you, or you, or you, or you, and we could all say that. No, but I'm saying that if we didn't do what he wanted us to do, he would fire you, and then he would put somebody else.
And that's the thing. And this is why I said people didn't want to believe me. Listen, I have my issues with the Democrats. Y'all already heard me going off on it. I told you, this is what made Trump more dangerous, because At this point, Trump don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Like y'all think he cares. He don't listen. He's hiring people that's going to do what the fuck he want them to do. It's no to Trump is no Trump like I'm the president, nigga. I run everything. Even when he told states, he's like, yo, y'all don't do the fuck I tell you to do, nigga. You ain't getting this, you ain't getting that. Trump is really on that dictator shit. And listen, it's not that, listen, Trump is dumb. He's stupid as shit. He don't know shit, but he know how to be a bad person. And he knows how to keep smart bad people around him. He learned from the last election. I'm telling y'all, like, it doesn't even really matter. Like, that's why I said this dude, he dying on this hill because of this dude. Put that motherfucker in. It don't matter. Trump gonna get somebody else in there that's gonna lie and pretend that he ain't with the January 6th shit, didn't get in there, and you come to find out he with that shit. What's this bitch name? Pam Bundy? She was talking about, I'm against January 6th. This bitch is right now defending the same shit. Whatever the president say. Like what? Bitch, you. Wow. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Just trying to tell you. See, my honest opinion, I don't believe no attorney general or in some of them positions, especially in law enforcement, that shit should not be up to a president. And it's proven now, or in the time that we in, he shouldn't have that much power like that. Because that shit should be some shit that the American people vote on. That ain't no shit that where Trump can just say, oh, I want this person to be my attorney general. No. Because this shit affects the people, all people, not just a certain group of people. It affects everybody. So let the fucking country decide that. And don't say that the country decided on that or the voters decided on that because they voted for Trump. Bullshit. You're only saying that because he has control of who he nominates. Now, Congress, you can't trust Congress like you used to anymore either. So they shit is in the crapper. I'm just saying, y'all, this shit don't look right.
And so
Yeah.
regardless who gets into that position, all of the decisions are being made out of the White House.
Which is not normal.
Yeah,
We have to
or good.
repeat.
No,
It is
first of all, yeah, of course it's not normal, but it's not shocking because Trump told you he was going to do it. This is what's bothering me about people. People keep acting like, oh, this is shocking what Trump is doing. No, it's not. Or it's not normal. I mean, you can maybe say that, but I don't think it's not normal. I think everybody knew what Trump was going to do if he got in office. Republicans and Democrats. Everybody agreed Trump was going to do this shit. So it's not like it's not normal. We know it is what he was going to do, who he was, and how he gets down. These are facts. So this whole notion, that's why I don't like watching CNN no more. Like they said that this is not normal. It is normal. This is normal behavior for a fucking wannabe dictator. Like I said, Trump doing all the fuck shit he doing, he just haven't crossed the line just yet. But he will. I guarantee you. Listen, you remember when the white supremacists, the groups, them little groups of shit, they always talking about we need there's gonna be another civil war and all that shit. That's because they want that. They was predicting that shit and they was hoping Trump would do it. That's what happened. That's going to happen. Trump is already putting in process that when we fuck around have a civil war in this country. I'm just telling y'all that. This is just be real. It's happened. It's in the process of happening. And everybody is sitting, he ain't do it yet. Okay, cool. You keep thinking that. Y'all motherfuckers better stock up on shit. You motherfuckers better stop thinking everything is normal. You better stop not stockpiling, getting you some guns. I don't give a fuck if they're illegal or not. Hide them bitches, bury them bitches somewhere or something. But get illegal guns. If you can get guns that's not illegal, you do it. Get bullets, all that shit. The NRA, the gun manufacturer should be booming. If y'all sitting around waiting for the midterms of next year, listen, you're going to be shit out of luck. Because at that point, Trump has already, listen, at that point, Trump going to be already on the next level of what he get ready to do. What he's trying to do, which you don't understand what Project 2025 was saying, listen, they're trying to bankrupt the workers. They want to turn the workers into slaves again. So they kick all the immigrants out. This is their plan. Kick all the immigrants out that work these bullshit ass jobs, and now you don't have a choice but to work them bullshit jobs. That's why you're getting rid of the federal jobs and all that other shit. It ain't about no waste and none of that bullshit. We waste money in the government all the time. Shit. We waste money in the state. Nobody tripping off of that. The fuck are you talking about? So, no, he's just trying to get the American people to work the bullshit jobs and not pay them. The jobs that you bitch complain about that you can't get, the immigrants do, and all that other shit, man, listen, you ain't gonna want to work them jobs, man. I know I won't. Let's take a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, I'm back. Back from a quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. But yeah, man, y'all gotta pay attention to a lot of shit that's going on. Everybody all upset and all that goofy shit about, you know, Trump, what Trump is doing. He already is doing it. It's already doing it. But let's listen to this shit about how, and these people are actually on national TV, defending Trump on him not because they don't believe in the Constitution no more. We keep saying this shit over and over again. People keep telling you, but it's actually true. These Republican people do not believe in the Constitution anymore. Even some of the politicians. Well, a lot of the politicians, not some of them, a lot of them. especially on the right. They don't believe in the Constitution no more. They lying, and when they tell you they do, they lying. Anyway, but let's listen to this shit. Another CNN panel. Abby, she took over for Don Lemon. Her little panel thing she got going on.
You're describing illegal immigration, which has been around for a long time, as an invasion, which is fine for you if you want to do that. But why is that unusual that there's a process to go through to deport people? I mean, that's actually just how the system works.
Do you know how long it takes for this process, this paperwork to get people out? The guy that we've all been weeping and gnashing teeth over.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did this already. My bad, y'all. My bad. That ain't what I wanted to talk about. My bad. Let me go to some. I forgot what it was. Oh, I know what it is. This ain't got nothing to do with politics. This got something to do with let me put this up there. That's my bad. Let me change something real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Oh shit. Shit. All right. All right, now I got it up here. Okay. All right. This is what I wanted to talk about too as well. 1 second. Get the clip. But yeah. Y'all see the other title up there. Listen, and I want to say this, the transition is something. Listen, I believe, my honest opinion, I believe that Corey Holcomb may be gay. Something, he may have been sexually assaulted. Something happened to this brother. And I'm honestly a little concerned a little bit, because you cannot be this infatuated with gay people. Every time you got a problem with somebody, you want to call them gay. It's almost like to the point where they you stuck in the 90s or some shit. Like where back in the 90s, back in the days and shit. Because Corey Holcomb is at least about a good 13 years older than me. He's like, you know what I mean? So he and the way how he talks and how he expresses himself about when he had controversy with somebody or he don't like what somebody does, everybody's gay. He all of a sudden got these stories of outing people that all of a sudden now he can out them of being gay. Like, you get what I mean? Like, it's weird behavior, but let's get into the shit. Now him and Godfrey is beefing. Godfrey saying he ain't got no problem with him or nothing like that, but this nigga, he got some problem. So let's get into this.
Corey Holcomb continued to lay into Godfrey on this week's 5150 show.
Yeah, and shout out to the brother GMS show. Shout out to bro.
After the comedian responded to Corey's comments about him, Godfrey and his co-host Akeem Woods spoke on Corey, going off on them, with Godfrey explaining how he has no idea why Corey would disrespect him in such a way after he defended Corey during the viral walkout videos. Godfrey even did a spot-on impression of Corey while reading a transcript of some of the things Corey had to say about him on the previous 5150 episode, which was hilarious.
Hey, man. Oh, that's good. You never had.
And let me say this. I don't believe Godfrey is like the funniest motherfucker I ever heard. But his impressions of people, nigga, he top tier. He top tier. Like, listen, Godfrey impressions of comics and people, his shit is top tier. He top 5 all time. Like, real talk. This dude's shit is like unbelievable. Like, real talk. Like, when Godfrey does some, I'll be like, yo, this nigga is hitting that shit right on. Right? Like, so listen, I don't think he's the funniest nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he not fun. Like, his stand-up not that funny to me. But his fucking impressions of people is crazy. He top 5, top tier shit. Rush, you get what's they call it? The Mount Rushmore of impressions or something. He in that. He listen. He at least number 4. Shit, he might be higher, but he up in that top 4. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there.
Lying to a nigga. Never. You not that kind of nigga. So when you pass on information,
This is really good.
from homosexual type and the little homosexual man that's by you, I declare that war, nigga. I'm just saying, nah, listen, I'm just saying. Not war like we have to go, nigga, But I'm just saying, I can't with you for real no more. It's like that same smile you give me. I've been knowing you since Chicago. When you pull that Nigerian race on your little brother.
Godfrey let it be clear that he doesn't care.
And I want to say this. Godfrey did say he put Corey Holcomb on. So I looked that shit up. It's actually factual. He put Corey Holcomb on. You know what I mean? And there probably was other guys that helped him out and shit, but Godfrey was one of those guys. And so he went at Godfrey because he's going to explain it, but my understanding why he going at Godfrey is because he didn't like that it was a gay dude that Godfrey cool with spoke more, like went a little bit more harsh against Corey Holcomb as far as like motherfuckers walking out when he was supposed to be the headliner on the tour. You heard the big thing about that, but that's what he has a problem. His issue, he's going to explain it more, but his issue with Godfrey is that if we supposed to be cool, why you ain't defending me? And my thing is, I heard Godfrey shit about that. He was like, he actually defended Corey Holcomb. He's like, man, that shit happens. Sometimes it might be a motherfucker that's on that night that's better than you, or a whole bunch of people that's really fire like that, and you maybe just, you get what I mean? Or it could be like the gay dude said that, hey man, niggas is tired of you bashing women. Nobody's in that space anymore. So it's a lot of shit comes with that, but Godfrey did defend him. And so for Corey Holcomb to go at the Godfrey the way he's going at him, doesn't make no sense to me. But let's move on.
Or anyone for that matter doesn't like his comedy because he doesn't do it for them. He does it for the people who enjoy what he does every week, which has to be respected. He also made it very clear that even after all the things Corey has said about him so far, he still holds no hate in his heart for Corey and wants absolutely no issues with the Crash Out King. Well, It seems as though Corey didn't care about none of that and went on to do what he does best, and that's come up with some elaborate reason why Godfrey is back. Doria,
and let me explain something to y'all. And I told y'all this a while ago about some people, and it may be a lot of people. When people tell you they don't care what people say about them, they lying. And I don't want to be liked, and I don't want to be a part of certain shit. Yeah, they do. We all do. Now, some people, like, you can just say me, I have a certain more high ground that I don't want to be a part of certain shit. Right? But it still doesn't bother me that it's people that I thought I fuck with that's okay with that. That shit will bother me. Of course it would, because you had love for that person or something like that. So I wouldn't deny that shit doesn't bother me. Right? But this whole notion that people like Corey Holcomb, this crazy, like, I don't trust people that got this crazy confidence. Like they speak it all the time, you know, confident, whatever. Right? Cause and won't fight back against some shit that you don't like that you hear. Like, but you'll wait on it. Like, you don't wait on that shit. Like, if you disagree with somebody, say it. Don't hold on to shit. Now, sometimes in the moment of some shit, you may hold on to it because it ain't that big of a deal at the time. I get that. But some shit morally, you can't sit back and wait on. So, this is my problem with Corey Holcomb. Corey, you got a problem with the so-called backdoorian niggas is hiding their sexuality. But then you say you respect people. You don't want to out people in a way, right? But then when you get upset at them because you felt like they came at you, now you want to call them out to be gay. Listen, I'm not calling you out. I'm not accusing you or my opinion of thinking that you're gay because I dislike you, Corey. I'm saying it because of the simple fact I'm very sick and tired of you keep calling every time you got a problem with somebody, they gay. That's my issue. It's not because I dislike you for whatever reason I got. But I'm mad because every time you get upset at somebody, they gay. Or they doing some gay shit. Because you don't like them now. That ain't cool. And as much as you think that you're not homophobic, you actually are. Because every time you have a problem with every person that you've been beefing with, you've been calling them out. You've been putting a suggestion out that they're gay. They've been doing some homosexual shit. Damn near everybody you've been beefing with. I ain't gonna say all, but damn near everybody. But let's move on.
And he has his co-host Akeem Woods and other openly gay comics on his show and on tour with him because he likes man tail. He also explained why he felt the way that he did initially when Godfrey and Akeem talked about fans walking out of Corey's shows, and it was because Godfrey never checked Akeem for the way he was talking about Corey. Listen to what he had to say about him right here.
And let me say this. If that's the case, right, because you're going to hear Corey speak about it. If that's the case, you shouldn't get on the internet and start calling this man gay. You should say, call Godfrey, since y'all supposed to be cool, call him behind closed doors and say, hey, bro, why you let that man just sit there and say that shit about me and it seems like you ain't defend me? It's a conversation. So I'm going to say at this point, Corey, what he get ready to say is a bunch of bullshit. He don't stand on man shit. He act like some of these internet trolls. Because this could have been handled behind the scenes of what he's getting ready to explain. But anyway, let's move on.
I'm not the industry, but somebody who I've known for a long time named Mr. Gaiman brought on somebody who has put in no work.
Now understand something. You've been knowing a person for a long, long time, right? And I have to check myself sometimes when I do certain shit, right? Because you can get angry at somebody because you don't like what they did or something, whatever, right? You've been knowing Godfrey for a long time. Y'all had no beef to this situation. You chose to go public, right? He went public, but the issue is you felt like he didn't defend you. Like, he's going to explain it. And so you decide now to call, you've been knowing he been gay, right? You assume it, or you saying it, or whatever. But you wait till y'all got the beefing, and then you want to out him as being gay? Corey, this shit don't make no sense, bro. But let's move on.
In this game to disrespect me on his show. So I'm done with Mr. Gaiman. I'm done with Mr. Gaiman because you let some peon. What does peon mean? Because somebody gonna be like, oh, he called him a peon. What does peon mean?
Peon is just sit there while you urinate on it.
You know, it's just somebody kind of less.
That's peon.
Isn't it somebody less than?
And is it somebody who really doesn't have any status? Somebody that is.
Darlene said it's somebody less than it.
Whoever's right. And they say.
You let a peon.
And let me say this. People only hang around people, good or bad, right? People only hang around people that they respect in a way, and they're similar like. Darlene and the dude Craig, y'all peons. If you want to be real about it, y'all are peons. Because some of this shit that Corey be saying, y'all got to check him on this shit. Like, where's y'all morals at? And then let me say something. If I don't know a motherfucker like that, I don't have that type of relationship with a motherfucker that one of my homies or somebody I'm friends with got a problem with, I'm not going to egg on that shit. Right? I'm gonna try to bring some reason to it. Of like, yo, maybe y'all need to talk or something, man. This shit might not be cool if you airing this shit out. Or you saying this type of shit, man. That shit ain't cool, man. Come on, man. He supposed to be your man. Like, you know, you gotta look at that shit from both sides, because even though that's your man could be wrong. Or your homegirl could be wrong. So you don't take a side in that type of shit. Especially if you don't know the other motherfucker. It's one thing of loyalty. But we grown. These listen, I don't hang with people that's younger than me like that. I know some young folks, but I don't hang around young people like that. So, like, you listen, to be amongst me, if you young, you gotta be mature in some ways to fuck around and hang around me. So these are grown-ass people, and y'all not saying nothing to this dude. It's like, yo, all right, Corey, hold on, man. Hold on. All right, I get what he did. Or did you idolize, you look, not idolize, but you look at that shit, or what Godfrey said, he didn't disrespect you, or you didn't like that you felt like Godfrey didn't defend you more or whatever. But you tell him that, like, well, bro, you ain't talk to him behind the scenes? You ain't call him? Nobody's saying nothing. They just letting him rant off. They just letting them rant. Nah, bro, that shit ain't cool. As I said, we got a bunch of fucking followers in this world, man. Nobody got no fucking backbone. And then they try to act like they stand on business. You don't. Like, if me and Corey are cool, I'm like, yo, well, why you ain't say nothing to him? Did you talk to him honestly? Like, these are questions live. If you're gonna do this shit live, nigga, I'm asking questions live. And I get what Godfrey did was live, but when I looked at what Godfrey said, or how Godfrey handled it, I can see how Corey can take it, but at the same time, Godfrey didn't say nothing bad about you. You upset that Godfrey allowed somebody that he fucked with that had his opinion say something about you that you was upset about. That's a conversation you have with Godfrey behind the scenes, not on no internet shit. But anyway, let's move on.
Talk crazy on purpose because I know Mr. Gaiman. Mr. Gaiman didn't want to be the one behind it with it coming out of his mouth. So he brought on.
First of all, it's not facts. That's his opinion. He has no facts about what he's saying. Now, mind you, I need people to understand this is Corey Holcomb opinion. This got nothing to do that is factual with what he's saying. This is just his opinion. This is how he feels. And this is my problem with niggas be on the internet. They don't make it clear. But anyway, let's move on.
I'm not going to say who this dude is to Mr. Gaiman, but I'm going to tell you.
Now, mind you, he says, I'm not going to tell you who this man is. The comment that said whatever he got a problem with the gay dude. He's not going to tell you. He's saying, I'm not going to tell you who he is. And what he mean by that is, I'm not going to tell you what their relationship is. But he going to wind up doing it. So if you wasn't going to do it, then why are you doing it now? I mean, why are you going to do it later if you didn't want to do it? But anyway, let's move on. This is how much Corey Holcomb is a fucking hypocrite. And you can't take this nigga seriously the way you do. Talking about I'm being real. I'm one of the real niggas. Nah, nigga, you not. You actually one of the fake niggas out here. Because you don't handle shit like a man. You handle shit like a bitch. And I'm just being honest about that. My honest opinion. You handle shit like a bitch. You handle your shit like a fucking troll on the internet. You too stuck in your feelings, nigga. You don't use grown man concept. Like you just go off on some fucking rant and then you acting like you speaking truth. You're not. Even if you got some truth in it, you speak falsehoods. You make up shit. But anyway, let's move on.
What this dude does for Mr. Gaiman. Let me land. Just give me a second. This is so important for people to know. Every brother in here in the entertainment business is going to agree with me. When you are an entertainer,
first of all, that is a lie. That is a lie. He just lied again. He said, well, everybody in the entertainment business going to agree with him on what he get ready to say. It's a lie. Nobody agrees. Everybody doesn't agree with you. So in the entertainment business. So that's a lie right there. We know that for a fact. Because you know why? Because Godfrey is in the entertainment business. So he doesn't agree with you. So you already know that's a fucking lie. But anyway, let's move on.
Popularity and maybe a couple of dollars. You can have sexual relations with a lot of women when you're on the road. We don't do that after a certain amount of time because you realize strangers in your room is going to bring drama and chaos to your life. So what we do as entertainers, we start taking people with us on the road for companionship and sex. Women who open up for Corey Holcomb have to do something for me to put my time and effort into you. If you're a female comic out there on the road with me.
No, think about what he just said. And see, and now, Corey, let me just say this. This is why you get the backlash and you got the shit that you got when you did the show. And a lot of people got very, very sick and tired of you coming out there with this hate for women. Because that's how this comes off, even what you just saying. You saying these women can't be talented to be a part of, a part of your show on the road unless they giving you sexual pleasures. That's what he's saying. They got to give me something. Not their talent. They got it. Listen, I ain't even gonna say that. He might say somewhat of some talent, but they got to give him some pussy. Like, nigga, like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, yo, you an old ass nigga. You an old 56-year-old nigga out here telling women that, hey, yeah, you might got a little talent, but you got to give me something extra to be on my tour with me. Because you know what? I'm scared of these what you would call them? These groupies that throws pussy at me all the time because I can't handle it because they always gonna want something. But you come, I need you to do what they do sexually for me. That's what he's telling female comics. Yeah, you gotta have some talent, but you still gotta throw me some pussy though. Listen, when we say to you, Corey Holcomb, you're a male chauvinist and you hate women, this is why. This is why a lot of people say this about you. It's why people walked out of your show, of your set. I'm sorry, because it wasn't your show, because everybody else did a great fucking job, but everybody saw walking out on your shit. This is the reason why, bro. And then the crazy part, you think this make you feel like you being real. This ain't being real, bro. You got real personal issues with women. Listen, I got issues with my mom and shit like that, nigga, but I don't mistreat women. Nigga, listen, let me say this to Corey Holcomb, and listen, I want to give him great advice. And he older than me, but I want to give him some great advice. Listen, you got women issues, and it started from your mom or the women that was around you that were growing up around you. Nigga, you hate your daughter. You hate the mothers of your children. You hate your mama. You need therapy, nigga. You genuinely need therapy. It is no way impossible, bro. You don't, for this goofy nigga, do not see that he hates women. I don't know. Nigga, go back and listen to what you're saying. You telling people, daughters, hey, friends of yours, if your daughter's in the comic business, I put her on my show, she got to do some things for me. You telling people, daughters, that. And any man that's okay with this nigga just saying what he just saying, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. You don't like women. You don't like your daughters, your nieces, your girl cousins, your aunts. Like, come on, bro. This is some of the most despicable shit that I have. Listen, he has said some fuck shit. But this shit has crossed the line. And I don't know why women are still supporting this ignorant nigga. You must have low self-esteem of yourself. You shouldn't be okay with him treating any woman like that, regardless if she's a hoe. If she's a hoe, well, that's okay. That she want to do that. But to tell women the only way that they can be on my show, yeah, they got some talent, but you got to give me something. If I'm lying about it, I go back on it. Hold on, give me a second. Tell me you ain't taking it the way he just said.
Who has popularity and maybe a couple of dollars. You can have sexual relations with a lot of women when you're on the road. We don't do that after a certain amount of time because you realize strangers in your room is going to bring drama and chaos to your life. So what we do as entertainers, we start taking people with us on the road for companionship and sex. Women who open up for Corey Holcomb have to do something for me to put my time and effort into you. If you're a female,
Do you win? For me to get time and effort for you, you have to do something for me. What is the difference between Harvey Weinstein? That what he's saying. He mad at the industry for doing certain shit, but he's saying the same shit that these niggas that he has a problem with in the industry of doing to men and women. But he's saying I do the same exact shit. How's he better? How's Corey Holcomb better? And I want people to understand it. Why there ain't no uproar what this goofy nigga is saying? Listen, at the end of the day, Corey Holcomb is a goofy. And when I heard this shit, I said, I can't fuck with this nigga no more. I can't fuck with him no more. I don't think he's funny anyway. But nigga, at this point, I don't give a fuck your brother, bro. You want some fuck shit. You talking about a young female comic coming up, she got to give you something extra sexually to be on your show because you can't handle groupies. Because you scared of groupies going to take advantage of you. Well, how about you just stop fucking groupies? How about you just do that? Where the self-responsibility for you not to fuck all these different chicks on a fucking road? Since you so much this big celebrity, nigga, you so much knowledgeable what's going on, why you can't stop? Why you gotta keep fucking these women? But you won't. Because you're a very insecure man. You very insecure. Who says that to a woman? You got to do something for me to help you out. Not because she just talented. No, you got to do some little extra shit for me, though. And this would be the same nigga sit out here talking about, I ain't no male chauvinist. Yes, you are, bro. You just said some real male chauvinist shit. This is that top 5 of male chauvinist shit to say. But anyway, let's move on. And then he gonna talk about, I'm being real. That's just real. Or in our entertainment business, Corey Holcomb. Let me just say this once again, my brother. Okay? You are not that popular. You are popular on the internet. Nobody is speaking about you of being a top tier comic. Nobody. When the last time you did a special, nigga, that people give a fuck about? Nobody cares about it. And you want to blame the industry for all the fucked up shit, the gay shit, but you talking about telling a woman she can't be on your show. Yeah, she gotta be funny, but the other part is she gotta give you some pussy. And I tell every female comic out there, they should never, ever do business with Corey Holcomb if he feels this way. About women. Fuck out of here. You telling them, so say a married woman is there. And she funny. You telling her that she got to give you some pussy? What's wrong with you? Because you let her come on your tour. Nigga, you ain't no different than Harvey Weinstein and the rest of them niggas. Fuck wrong with you. You some type of morally better. You just a fucking ignorant ass 56-year-old man. Old as fuck. And sitting out here on that dumb shit, trying to be young, but at the same time act like you kicking knowledge. You ain't kicking knowledge, nigga. You just an ignorant ass nigga. That's out of pocket and need to be. Listen, nobody can be canceled, but nobody should be. A lot of people should not be fucking with this nigga no more. This man talking about your daughter. If she an up and coming comic, she got to get him some pussy on the side for him to help her. This thing ain't no different than Harvey Weinstein and them, man. Please stop. Let's move on.
Comic out there on the road with me. You gotta put some work in, or you ain't gonna be on the road with me. On the road, we got. It's almost like a road wife, but it never turns into that for real. Because most of the girls lose their mind because they can't get what they can't get you to do what they want you to do. So the relationship normally goes bad. But road is part of the entertainment business. That dude
and you are a part of the problem. You act like this shit is okay. It's not. Like he think this shit is cute. Like I don't get it. But hey, let's move on, y'all.
Gaming show travels with Godfrey on the road. Godfrey got boy with him on the road. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying what they do. I'm not gonna say what they do. But Godfrey got boy put with him on the road. Now, if you remember, he used to know this dude. He told me it was his roommate, but then I found out it wasn't his roommate. It was some dude. I think his name was Modi or something like that. Godfrey was like, I didn't even know he was gay. Half New York was like, Godfrey knew that nigga was gay.
Listen, first of all, Corey Holcomb, I don't know why you think you got this gay radar. Corey, I don't know why you think that. You don't have a gay radar. You ain't gay, so you don't have a gay radar. Unless some motherfucker is walking around on some sassy shit, you don't know who gay. You really genuinely don't. Gay people got gay radar, but you don't. No, so-called heterosexual men don't have a gay radar. We don't know who gay. Unless a motherfucker being real sassy. And half of the time, motherfuckers got little feminine shit to them, don't mean they gay. So our gay radar is nowhere compared to gay people gay radar. Like, nigga, stop. You acting like you got the gay radar. And if you do got the gay radar, that means, or what I'm saying in my title, you may be gay. Because only gay people got gay radar. What's wrong with you? So, nigga, is you gay? Or what? I mean, let us know. This obsession with gay shit is mind-boggling the shit out of me. I'm not waking up thinking about who gay and who ain't gay. I don't give a fuck. People gay shit don't affect me. And then he might say, well, I'm in the industry. The gay shit is real. Hey, man, so? I mean, I have a problem with gay people like that. And he go, oh, my God. Oh, this nigga, he's so, let me just say this. He's so much of a fucking hypocrite. This shit is just, is stupidity at this point. But let's move on.
Because Godfrey and him had allegedly some women, and they both slept with the women, and then the dude who was Godfrey's friend, more boy, he stayed with boy pussy around him. He ain't got no facial hair, just like our brother Shannon Sharp. I ain't saying that mean that you boy put, but real dark niggas with no facial hair, I don't know about that. That's all I'm trying to say.
Corey, can I say this? Because I think people like to do this shit of Well, Corey, he be joking and stuff. He be laughing. He be saying some shit, kind of be funny. It's kind of funny. So you can't take everything he's saying as serious. Listen. I know plenty of people that don't have facial hair and they ain't gay. I know gay people that do have facial hair and they gay. You're just doing stereotypes again, bro. Homophobic stereotypes. Listen, it's funny if you on stage and you're just actually joking of just saying, or even on the podcast, you're just joking, man, it's hard to trust a nigga with no facial hair. And I don't think people understood what that meant. I heard that shit before. Right? And it was a joke. But you think about it, I go back and I think about it, they were saying people that ain't got facial hair, they're a little iffy, they got a little sexual shit in them. Kanye West, a lot of people think gay or bi at least. Look at Diddy. Diddy got facial hair? What the fuck? I mean, come on, bro. When we know Diddy is bi, we know this. We just wait for him to come out, but I say we assume, right, that Diddy's gay. A lot of evidence say he bi. But hey, we don't know 100% until we come out and say it. Listen, I don't know if Shannon Sharpe is gay. Does he do some shit that's a little, yeah. Listen. Even when it comes to Godfrey, Godfrey reminds me of a Kanye West. He does some shit that's kind of feminine. Right? Like he's, high act a little bit. But I don't think that he gay. But I don't know that for a fact. I can't say 100% I think he gay until he may come out. It's like Kanye West. He does some feminine shit a lot of times. I don't know if Kanye West is totally gay. He just some suspect shit will be like, you can think it, you can feel that way, but it ain't true. Because you don't know. And that's the problem with Corey Holcomb. He doesn't understand that, nigga, you can have all them feelings all you want. And at the same time, don't act like you got nothing against gay people like that. When every time you got a problem with somebody, you call them gay. And like I said, we still live in a society of calling people gay and thinking that because they gay, that's a bad thing. And that's why Corey Holcomb does it. If you gay, you gay, man. I don't give a fuck. I just don't like gay people that's in the closet and that hate on other gay people or anti-gay. Like, I don't like that shit. That's my issue. But yeah, that always my issue. Because I'm not against the gay community. Let the gay community be who they gonna be. I don't gotta like everything, but I'm not against them. I ain't gonna talk down and bad about them or be homophobic and shit like that. But or every time I got a problem with somebody, I'm calling everybody gay. Oh, he gay as a motherfucker. That's like me saying to Candace Owens, you hate gay people. I think you gay. No, I believe she genuinely hate gay people. Every time Corey seems like he got a problem with somebody, he always want to call him gay. And that's an issue. That's a problem, bro. Everybody can't be gay, bro, because you got a problem with them. Go to a quick commercial break, people. We're right back. All right, people, back from a quick commercial break.
What to y'all is this? The man is perpetrating a fraud to y'all, man. I'm not wrong about what I say. What I said right now is all facts. Us comedians keep a road wife, cause ain't nothing out there but drama. Us singers, you keep a road wife. You got somebody to get you when the show is over. You don't want to be looking for strangers, so you have a road wife.
First of all, he's lying. He's lying. Every famous person is not doing that. He's a liar. Because what about the good brothers and sisters out there that's famous and they ain't fucking with no groupies? It's bullshit, bro. Listen, and I'm not saying he totally wrong, like that shit don't happen. I'm saying that's not everybody. So that's why it's a lie. You may be doing that now because you got caught up in a lot of fuck shit. Or some people you know that probably good what you doing. But come on, bro. That's not everybody, bro. Let's move on.
Mr. Gaiman, that boy put the on the road with him. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying what they do, but his boy put with him. Everybody think I'm the fucking don't know what I'm talking about. Corey say that about everybody.
So think about it. Now we're gonna go back because he just said Corey said he said that about everybody. Let me say this. Why are you saying it? If you saying you don't know that this happening, then why are you saying it? I don't know what they're doing, but he keep boy pussy on that. So everybody that hang around gay people, they gay. Straight people can't hang around gay people. Corey Holcomb, this is part of the definition of being a homophobe. This is the definition of it, bro. And you think that you more smarter than everybody and all that other goofy shit that you be on. Yo, but this is the definition of homophobia. So I can't hang around gay people. I can't have gay people hanging around me. I can't do gay business. I'm sorry. I can't do business with gay people. Or they can't be my friend. They can't hang around me because now that makes me gay. Or so it might be some gay shit going on with you. Because I got some gay people hanging around with me. What the fuck do that mean, bro? What the fuck do that mean? Like, yo, I ain't gonna say what it mean. I know what it mean. That mean that you are homophobic. And you need to realize, nigga, you need counseling, bro. You really need to get your therapist. Cause you crashing out crazy on gay shit. You really listen, something might have happened to this dude with, on some gay shit with another man. Something happened to him, bro. Because there's no way you this upset at gay shit. Talking about ain't nothing happening to me in the industry. Maybe something did. Because there's no way impossible, yo, you just keep being this homophobic like that. Like, it's at this point, it's weird, bro. Nobody keeps being upset at gay shit, at gay people, and who people hang around with that's gay. Who the fuck cares? Why you care? Why you accusing a man that says he's heterosexual and he hanging around gay people? What did that matter? Listen, people, that's almost like saying I prefer to hang around only black people. Right? So people can say, you assume that people can assume I hate white people, other minority people. No. I just prefer to be around my people. Listen, you got gay people. that hang around you. They may be friends of yours. They may be family members of yours. And they hang around you. They're your people. Regardless of they sexual thing or what they like to do or they race, you like to hang around them. But like I said, we live in a society where now we just amongst the stupid. Corey Holcomb think he's saying some real shit. It's real. We real. Ain't nothing real about your homophobia. Ain't nothing real about that. And you a grown ass man. It's not like you some young person or something. You grown, nigga. You know damn well if I got some gay friends and I got some gay friends I hang around like that, that don't make me gay. The fuck is wrong with you? It's suspect. It ain't nothing suspect about that. I know gay people. I got gay friends. This is what it is. I like to hang around my gay friends because they my friends. You got nothing to do with them gay. They ain't never hollered at me. So I'm cool. I always tell this to people that are gay. If you know I'm if you know that I am heterosexual, don't ever try to attempt to anything to do with me. If you do that, then you cross the line and we can't be friends. Right? That's like me with some of my gay homegirls. I know they gay. They don't like men. And that's me trying to try them. See if I can get that pussy. No, I ain't doing that. For, number one, I'm too old for that shit. Then number one, I'm married. But number two, I'm too old for that shit. And then number three, I respect you too much to do that shit to you. Because you my friend. I care about you. So I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't disrespect you like that because I wouldn't want you to do that to me. Or a gay person or a gay man would do that to me. I wouldn't want that. So that nigga, that'll cross the line for me. But, you know, other than that, I don't give a fuck about hanging around gay people like that. It's not a big issue like that. They my friends, they gonna hang around, they gonna be around. That means we got something in common other than some gay shit. Because we don't have that in common because I'm not gay. But I support the gay community. I have no problem with hanging around gay people. There's something about you, Corey. It's like you keep thinking it's everybody else. No, nigga, it's you. You got that issue. Got no fucking problem with gay people. And then he's gonna try to justify because he hangs around I guess you flame a comic that's transgender or gay, whatever she is, whatever she call herself. And she somehow she be real with him. Like, nigga, come on, man. Let's move on.
And they misquote people on that show. They misquote people on that show. That boy said, I hate. I'm talking about the little flaming boy. Right. He said, I hate. I say stuff wrong. I always got beef with people. Let me tell you something, man. I got beef with liars. They said, you'll never be a headliner, Godfrey. Everybody know Godfrey headline.
Well, first of all, you do lie. You make up shit about people that you don't know for a fact. You assume some shit. And you put that out there so you lying, nigga. You just admitted in the shit that you just ranting on about. You ain't 100% about that. You don't know that for a fact. You assume that. That's your opinion. So it's a lie. And you put that negative shit out there about that man or him being gay, and you know it's a lie. You have no full evidence saying that's true. And then lie saying, well, it's facts. It's not. But anyway, let's move on. Talking about I'm real. You ain't real, nigga.
Nobody knew who Godfrey was till Tiffany Haddish put him on that little Netflix special. Tiffany Haddish got producer credit to put some guys on Netflix.
First of all, he just lied again. He just lied again. He just lied again. He said nobody knew who Godfrey was. I knew who Godfrey was before he did this shit with Tiffany Haddish. Godfrey been around down there 20, 30 years. What are you talking about? I knew who Godfrey was. Now you talking about maybe some young people or something like that. I get that. But nobody knew who he was? That's a blatant statement like that. Like, yo, come on, what are you talking about? I knew who Godfrey was for Tiffany Haddish did that shit what she did with help them out. The fuck that got to do? Are you serious? Corey Holcomb, let's just put it this way. I ain't gonna say nobody know who you are, but you're not as relevant as you think you are. And the reason that you do the shit that you do on your little show or whatever is to stay relevant. That's all. You try to blame it on, oh, the people from Hollywood try to fuck me. Okay, cool. Cat Williams still bigger than you. He don't be fucking with Hollywood like that. A lot of his shit is independent. Here and there he go out and do his thing. How about you been in the game as long as Cat and you still ain't nobody? Cat don't do podcasts. He don't do none of this shit because he did his thing. And Cat actually talks about niggas in the industry that be trying to do fuck shit. And niggas go at the Cat, be like, Cat, you just calling people up. But this nigga Corey Holcomb, nobody says nothing about this nigga. Every chance he come out, he say he's gay. Cat didn't call everybody gay. He said niggas be selling out. They be doing shit to sell out other people and take advantage of others people. That's what mainly Cat be talking about. He not talking about homosexuality all the time, but you do. Everybody that you disagree with, don't like, or whatever that may not fuck with you, or you may not fuck with them, they gay. They got some homosexuality to them, because that's what the game do to you. The game gotta fuck you. Let me tell you something. Corey Holcomb got a lot of shit in his past that he never dealt with. And I guarantee you it got to do with women around him that was in his life that mistreated him. I ain't gonna say, listen, it's a very high, I ain't gonna say it's very high, but it's a possibility that he may have been sexually assaulted, because you can't be that mad at gay people and you can't be this mad at women if women ain't do something to you harmfully like that. To say the shit that he says. Like this shit, you just don't, nobody just feels this way. You have to be raised this way, or your environment or what you've been through in your life made you feel this way. It's an experience. Nobody feels a way that they feel for no apparent reason. Come on, man. Especially when you're a grown-ass man, you 56 years old. 56, 57. He probably older than that. 57, 58. This nigga's almost 60 years old, and he's still sitting out here blaming everybody for his behavior. That shit is crazy. Let's move on, y'all.
Godfrey, Tony Woods. What's the other brother name? I forgot his name. God damn. Tiffany Haddish put Flame on too. That was when she did the ladies. Then she did one with the guys.
Oh, Flame with
The dude, he do impersonations too. Anyway, I like them guys, man. But that Tiffany Haddish helped Godfrey's career. She got him more notoriety when she put him on there. I think he burned bridges with her too. That's all I'm saying. I think he
Man, no truth of that. He burned bridges with Tiffany Haddish. Listen, let me just say this, y'all. Everything that Corey Holcomb be saying out his mouth is the shit that he feels that he has done. You know how somebody can deflect who they are? Listen, let me just say this. You know, Corey Holcomb remind me of Trump. You know what I mean? Unless you agree with him and in his circle and only agree with him, he like you. But soon some fuck shit happens. Y'all ain't on the good page or whatever. He start bashing you. He just reminds me of Trump. He reminds me of that. Because you just making up shit at this point. Well, I think he fell out with Tiffany Haddish too. Why would you think that? She gave him an opportunity to do something. Okay, cool, but that don't mean they fell out. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Listen, nigga, I don't want to speak about none nigga business in a certain way, right? I'm gonna speak about it, but I ain't gonna speak about it in a certain type of way. Corey Holcomb does not. You remember when he first started his show, and I was a big fan of him. He used to get guesses all the time on his show, all the time. Do y'all notice that a lot of people don't even come on Corey Holcomb's show no more? They really genuinely don't. They really genuinely don't. He just did the shit with Gilly and Wallow, $1 million worth of game. And he was only on there because of controversy. Nobody heard nothing else about that interview. It was the shit he got to beefing with Donnell Rawlings about. And they was trying to squash the shit, but I know they was looking for ratings too, because everybody do. But they was really a part of Wallow and them. They was trying to do was squash that shit. But Corey couldn't do that because he a self-hating Negro. Listen, I believe niggas like Corey Holcomb. My opinion. At least I can be honest and say it's my opinion. Listen, I believe that he lives in a past. It's like an old nigga that lived a certain type of lifestyle and the new shit is happening and it irritates them and it bothers them. And so they got to try to tear it down because it's not fitting who they was. He never changed. He never grew. He just been the same old bitter nigga that live in the past. We live in a new time now. Like this shit that he talking about is like stupid. This shit is inappropriate at the same time for an old nigga like him. Like, and then you going at the wrong people. Like all this nigga does is gossip. That's all he does. I know people. Listen, it's plenty of people that watch my show and they be like, "Yo, Kenny, we be sending you shit. Like talk about a lot of the gossiping shit. You know, I don't want to do that. Excuse me. It's just gossiping. People gossiping and shit like that. I ain't got time for that. Excuse me. The reason I'm even talking about the Corey Holcomb shit is because It's a moral thing. And I believe that Corey Holcomb is a danger to the community and to other communities because he has a platform and he's sitting out here calling people gay that he got a problem with. Every time he get upset at somebody. Like, bro, that's not cool. I don't give a fuck how he looks at it. Everybody, your opinion, everybody gay because you got a problem with them. But before you were friends with these people, but before then, they was gay when you never talked about it. Now you want to out them? Like, come on, bro. You ain't talking about I'm just being real. No, nigga, you just being messy. Remember, you kept talking about Shannon Sharp being messy. No, nigga, you just as messy as Shannon Sharp. This is that part where people get arrogant at. The shit that y'all listen, let me say this because we wanted me to speak on the Shannon Sharp shit. The only reason this shit is happening in the Shannon Sharp is because Shannon Sharp did not understand he had a wave, right? But he didn't listen to our people. And I'm gonna tell y'all something on some real shit. Because I told you Karma's a bitch. My opinion. The reason that Shannon Sharp is in trouble the way he is because of the simple fact he got bigger than what he was, right? In the media platform type shit. But the other part was that a lot of people told Shannon Sharp, why are you fucking with Stephen A, man? Why are you fucking with that dude? You know what I mean? Why you go over there and fuck with that? I know the money. I get that, but all money ain't good money. It was people talking about, oh, Stephen A. Smith threw Shannon under the bus. Of course he would do that. But I'm just saying, like, the Shannon, it's just karma, bro. You don't get to fuck with people that you should not fuck with. And the community fuck with you like that. Now, and think about it. It ain't a black woman coming out saying that you committed sexually assault. You fuck around with them white girls. And I'm going to say this to all black people. And I'm not disrespecting white women. I'm saying for a lot of you black niggas, stop fucking with them white girls like that. You niggas sitting there and now you like, oh, there's some racial shit. Or they the industry trying to give me. No, nigga, it's you. It ain't the industry. The industry been what it was. The racists, the white women, they been who they were. A lot of them been who they were. You niggas acting like it's just different because you think you different. Okay, cool. That's why you niggas get caught up in sexual assault. You notice? There's only white women a lot of white women come out a lot of times. There ain't no black women. You get some black women come out here and there. That's very rare, but you hear about all these white women coming out or what these niggas did to them. Think about it. It's the white women. And they get mad at a brother like Dr. Umar. I don't agree with everything but Dr. Umar, but he ain't wrong about some of this shit. You niggas get rich and you go fuck with them white women. Like, please. When you hear black women, you get what I mean? Listen, and if I do get in some shit with a black woman or something like that, nigga, I'd rather get that shit. I gotta pay all this money to a black woman, not no white woman. Fuck wrong with you niggas? And the one thing about black people, we will call black women out if they doing some whole shit and they on some fuck shit. We will do that. We ain't just gonna sit out there and just get out on the white women doing it. Nigga, if some black women trying to fuck a black athlete over, nigga, we on that. We on that. You niggas just still go out there and keep fucking with them white women like that. Okay, cool. Shannon Sharp is in the situation that he's in because he don't listen. Old ass nigga. Shannon Sharp, 56 years old. He still don't listen. My bad, people. I'm back. But nah, man. Nigga sitting there. Oh, Sharon Sharp. He's so upset. Like black people coming out talking. Some black people coming out talking. Oh no, you can't get mad at Shannon. We shouldn't see color. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we see color, nigga, over here. You go fuck with no white women. That's what happened. You're a rich black man. What the fuck? Listen, do y'all understand that it's more rich? These are facts. Rich white women and minority women want to fuck with black dudes more than black women. In this time that we in, because it's a come up for them. I'm not saying you ain't got no black women that does that shit, but usually all the minorities and white women, they taking a lot of shit that was happening to these niggas, fucking around with these rich dudes, is to get them impregnated. Like they want to get pregnant. They want to get pregnant because they know that shit ain't gonna work. They know the dude ain't shit. He young or whatever. You know he fucking. Like, why would you want to fuck with the dude and then lie and talk about, I ain't think he was gonna do this? You're a liar. Motherfucker, young, black, and rich, and you don't think he ain't gonna fuck around? You stupid as fuck. And the problem with old niggas that got a little money and start getting some fame when they get older, these motherfuckers, look at Shannon Sharp, man. Listen, I don't feel sorry for Shannon. Shannon Sharp brought this shit on him. It is no way pay. You are 56 years old. You've been having fame for a long time. You're just in a new generation of fame. But you've been famous for a long time. And you let this happen? And nigga, and let me just say this. Let's just be real. It ain't a lot of old motherfuckers, older women that's suing niggas. It be these young ass motherfuckers. Right? I was watching shit with my wife sent me, showing me some shit. We talked about it with Smokey Robinson. And my wife brought that shit to me. I said, I don't give a fuck. Talking about some old maids and shit. Talking about they Smokey. And now they bringing Smokey Robinson wife in it now. Talking about, oh, they both was doing some sexually shit to me. Get the fuck out of here. Let me just say. I don't give a fuck. You talking about Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson, 80-something years old. You knew this shit 5-something years ago. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. If Smokey Robinson and them was doing that shit 5 years ago, you know you can't be holding on to that. People talking about, oh, can the people be traumatized? No, not in this climate like this. What the fuck are you suing them for? If that's the case, you should sexually assaulting. Not no fucking money. Nah, fuck that. That nigga, that's Smokey Robinson, nigga. That's his wife, nigga. They good. They been together a long time. Nigga, I'm not trying to hear that shit. I don't want to hear about it. I'm seriously, to the women, listen, it could have happened to him. I'm not saying it didn't. I don't want to hear about it. I don't give a fuck. You wait this long? Talking about some fucking maids. Yeah, man, please, man. This Smokey Robinson, y'all. Are you serious? Smokey Robinson been famous. See, y'all gotta understand something. Smokey Robinson been famous for almost Damn. Shit, Smokey Robinson probably been famous. Smokey Robinson about 70 something, almost 80, like 80 something years old. Smokey Robinson been famous for at least about 60, 70 years. He been famous for a long goddamn time. And now all of a sudden, him and his wife, all of a sudden, doing some crazy sexual shit to maids? Yo, come on, bro. Nah, man. Listen, people, I'm not saying it's a possibility that it didn't happen. I'm just saying, right now, I can't believe in it. I'm not feeling that. And I could be wrong, but I'm just telling you, get the fuck out of here, man. Smokey, we talking about Smokey Robinson here. We talking about one of the coolest niggas in 100 years. He one of the coolest niggas. This nigga get any woman he want. This Smokey Robinson. Shit, Smokey Robinson wife right now, she bad. What are y'all talking about? And listen, and I guarantee you, I'll put money on it. They ain't fine. They ain't that much finer than Smokey Robinson wife right now. I tell you that shit. You talk plastic surgery all you want, but she's still fine. Like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? This Smokey Robinson, man. Get the fuck out of here. Smokey Robinson must have did something to these racist ass white people. Cause yo, get the fuck out of here. It's Smokey Robinson, nigga. Smokey Robinson getting any pussy he want. He is going sexually assault maids. Come on, man. Stop. Smokey Robinson been getting pussy thrown at him, cheating on his wife for decades. Over 60 to 50 years. And you niggas talking about he got a sexually assault maids. Nigga, this Smokey Robinson, nigga, he can go ahead and get him a prostitute. What are you talking about? He can pay a prostitute or pay a woman or whatever he into, but you know, just say you know, with the women. And let them sign a contract like this. We just want the sex. Me and my wife. You think he can't do that? Y'all. Okay. And the climate that we listen, any of you niggas that's rappers, entertain, nigga, put it, motherfucker. Listen, you want to fuck with some shit on the side, wife or whatever, nigga, put that motherfucker in the contract. Make them sign that. What's that called? Affidavit or some shit like that. I guess that's what that is. I could be saying it wrong. But yeah, man. That's all you gotta do. Do your little freaky shit on the side. These people lying, man. Listen, this Smokey Robinson, bro. This nigga's almost about to die. And you motherfuckers and these maid bitches coming out here talking that shit. And I said it, maid bitches. Get the fuck out of it. You talking about this shit 20 years ago? Nah, man. I'm not feeling that, yo. Not feeling that. I ain't feeling that shit. This is 20 years. They say it was 20 years ago. Nah. Women have, but this sexual assault, women had a lot of power then. 20 years ago. Get the fuck out of here. No. Now, let me say something. People might be saying, oh, Kitty, you defending Smokey Robinson. What did he? Listen, let me say this. Diddy been a bastard. Diddy did a lot. Listen, I'm not saying that Diddy ain't do a lot of that shit that he did sexually and all that shit. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying you can't arrest a nigga for having sex in different countries or bringing some pussy to him. You can't arrest a nigga like that. You can't say he's sex trafficking. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because if that's the case, a lot of these rappers should be locked up. A lot of these entertainers should be locked up because you are bringing people from another state that you met somewhere else and bring them over and say, come over here and have some sex with me and give them money. That happens. That's not sex trafficking. Sex trafficking is a total. This is what sex trafficking is. You work for me, and I'm going to pay you money to have sex with anybody I want you to. And you can't do nothing to go nowhere unless I tell you to do it. That is sex trafficking. So no, Diddy is not a sex trafficker. He may be a freak. He may be on some shit that we don't agree with, but he ain't no sex trafficker. The fuck are we talking about here? Well, if that's the case, I'll put it this way. When people are online and they fucking with a chick out of state or dude or whatever, and they'll go fuck with that chick or the chick go fuck with the dude in this state or whatever. Well, the dude should be locked up for sex trafficking because even if he go to that state and go fuck that chick, he giving her money. That should be sex trafficking. Listen, stop that shit. Do I believe a lot of shit that Diddy did that was horrible? Yes, I do. Not defending Diddy. I'm saying he ain't no sex trafficker. That's bullshit. I believe, like I always tell people, if you've never been in the dope game and been high up like that, if you ain't like nigga, I threw the parties that like people talking about the Diddy shit, them parties, I did them. I did those parties. I genuinely did those parties. Them type of parties. I did them. The only difference was that we didn't do no gay shit. Right? That wasn't happening. But you talking about just pulling random chicks and saying, come to the party or whatever. Yes, I have done that. I did overnight parties where I did threesomes, foursomes. I done did that shit before. I ain't saying I fucked a dude or nothing, but you know, we switching and we would call that shit a train or something, or we just switching out chicks. Like we did that type of shit. I had 2 lesbians, nigga, like, you know what I mean? 80 old pussy out. Like I done seen that shit. I done seen chicks that said they wasn't gay, and then they could get in that environment of doing that shit, nigga, they get a little freaky. Like I done seen that. And it ain't, listen, then I'm talking about in the hood, so a nigga ain't got that much money like that to make a chick get down like that. Now, I'm gonna say this too. Alcohol and marijuana have a lot to do with it. Now, doing hard drugs, no, we ain't do no motherfucking cocaine and that, but you get a motherfucker juiced up, a chick juiced up, or you know, we all juiced up, but motherfuckers juiced up and motherfuckers smoking that shit. Yeah, you get to start doing some wild shit. That happens in parties. I don't know why the fuck people try to act like did something different. He didn't really do nothing different. Listen, y'all mad at Diddy for some shit that he did to employees that said he did some shit, but he's not being charged for that. Talking about sex parties. So what? What I understand, Diddy ain't make nobody do shit. And I'm going to tell you, at a sex party, You can't really make nobody do shit if they intoxicated. If you intoxicated, they're intoxicated. You can't make nobody do shit. You can't. I done seen motherfucking women do some shit. They ain't gay. And I threw them type of parties like that. And motherfuckers, all of a sudden you seeing these women get freaky. It's fuck. Allow dudes run trains on them because they freaky. They drunk. They out of their mind. You think the dudes that ain't fucking with them chicks, that they ain't drunk and they ain't out their damn mind? That shit happens. The fuck are y'all talking about? I'm not here to defend all Diddy shit. I believe there's some fuck shit. But you talking about them sex parties and shit like that? No, I'm not agreeing with that. I've thrown them shits before. I thrown sex, like I didn't say sex parties, but it led up to motherfuckers doing some sexual shit. And first of all, anybody throw parties like that, I don't give a fuck who you are. You throwing parties, you trying to get some pussy for a male, right? Women is a little different. Sometimes women just want to come have a nice time, shake their ass, enjoy themselves. But some women are there to get that pussy up. And that happens. And like I said, you don't go to parties where you know when people going to do intoxicating shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. I threw a party one time. Be very honest. I threw a party one time. Shit was lit, right? And pulled the chicks off the street. Didn't know them. Just pulled them. Say, look, come on. Yeah, I went to the bar. Say, come on down to my crib. I'm throwing some shit. You ain't gotta go to no club. Fuck that. We got drinks and shit here. Whatever. Right? We get there. We get a little fucked up or whatever. I'm flirting with the chick or whatever. We flirting. My niggas flirting. We all flirting. It is what it is. And the chicks that I'll fuck, the chick that I wanted to fucking with or whatever, that I hollered at before, she was into me. And we get together or whatever. And I wound up taking her to my room at the Wild. I was buzzed up. She was buzzed up. We go there. Her friends, they had a little drink in them, but whatever how they felt. And I go there, got in there. I'm dicking her down. In the midst of it, her friends just bust up in it. Nah, girl, you can't do that shit. Nah, he ain't trying to fuck with you because you drunk or whatever. No, I was gonna fuck her regardless if I wasn't drunk or not. But that's our friends thinking that. That's cool. Her friends came in there and took out. I was like, nah, shorty ain't like that. Come on, what you doing? Of course, I'm speaking that shit, trying to keep it there. But I didn't make her. I didn't like, hey, you gotta stay here. You gotta give me that pussy. No, let her go. Our friends pulled her out. She was okay with leaving. I let her ass leave. I don't know what y'all think these. Listen. Now, Diddy might have had some parties. That shit got very out of control, out of pocket. I'm not saying that, but I'm telling you, a lot of his parties that niggas went to, just like the shit I just said, and I ain't nowhere compared to Diddy of throwing them type of parties. Listen, niggas be down. People be down with that shit. People be down. You gotta think about it. A lot of people trying to let loose. They be down with that shit. But some people not. And you get that. But I didn't she can't go nowhere, no shit like that or nothing like that. That shit don't happen like that. But then you gotta understand, when I was throwing those parties, my house was very small in a way, right? But you talking about mansions where you pull a motherfucker and you go do some shit with somebody, right? And your friends there or whatever. Your friends They may be searching around for you or whatever, but they can't find you in no big ass mansion like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Listen, I'm just trying to tell y'all, man, it's not what y'all think it is in some of them. That's all Diddy doing the free girls. Nigga, I did them shits all the time. I didn't do threesomes. I didn't do foursomes. I did orgies. I did all that shit. And I had nowhere compared to Diddy money. And I did that shit and I was in the hood. The fuck are you talking about? Nigga sitting there, oh, he took advantage. He ain't taking, you don't take no. Listen, I was the head of the party. Of course, I was gonna get, listen, I was the head of the party one time I threw a party. I ain't get the baddest chick. A couple of my niggas that was a little bit more fly than me got the baddest chick. I didn't get that. Like, that shit don't work like that, bro. Like, in that type of atmosphere, bro, that shit is different. That freak shit that y'all talking about, oh, them freak part, nigga, that happens at parties. I'm telling you, that ain't nothing new Diddy did. The only thing that Diddy did that was different, that's out of pocket, I ain't know nothing about it. I mean, I ain't never did no shit like that. But it was when Cassie was talking about he ordered a prostitute to fuck her and watch. Never did no shit like that. That's different. But that's not what he getting charged for. Y'all got more problem with that than what he actually being charged with. He's not even getting charged for beating up Cassie. You niggas mad at some fucking parties he threw. Some baby oil or some shit like that. Get the fuck out of here, man. Just trying to tell you, if you ain't never experienced that type of lifestyle, that's why I said I'm not defending Diddy on a lot of shit. But some shit I'm defending him on. Because I did it. Right? And you don't make people do shit. It's a party, bro. Motherfuckers get out of control at parties. It's people that you don't know that get out of control. Listen, it was chicks that I had sex with that I ain't think I will ever fuck at those type of parties I threw or engagements. Never thought that, but I wound up doing it. I didn't make them do shit. Nigga, sometimes you throw a party shit just different and you throw a little alcohol in it, it happens. Nobody makes nobody do shit. I ain't never had a chick to tell me I'll rape them. Get the fuck out of here. That shit is crazy. Take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back, people. All right, people, I'm back from quick commercial break. Yeah. People gotta really realize that shit, man. That shit ain't like what people think. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like I said, we come from a different era, so shit is a little different too. But and these niggas and some niggas be out here drugging niggas and shit like that. But a lot of these young, they in the drugging, so that'd be a part of what they fuck up be. You know what I mean? And like I said, when you go to a lot of these new parties now, You know they drugging motherfuckers. Everybody gonna do some drugs, something gonna be in something. That's crazy. But back in the day, a lot of shit that people was talking about Diddy was doing, like, nah, nigga, we didn't do that. They're talking about, oh, Diddy was putting shit in drinks. I'm not saying that he didn't, but I'm just saying he don't have to do that. He Diddy. He don't have to do a lot of shit that y'all think that niggas got to do. He's rich. He's fucking P. Diddy, nigga. He's one of the, listen, 25 noticeable people in the world. These are facts. He don't gotta be drugging chicks like that. Now, listen, what he did to Cassidy, yes, I know that. Now, hiring prostitutes to look at, watch this woman fuck a chick, yeah, that's some other shit. Now, I believe he probably did that. Yes, of course I did. But all this other shit y'all talking about, that Diddy was drugging people to be at these parties and shit, no, fuck out of here. I don't believe that. I believe that Diddy did what Diddy would do at parties. That's what, you throw parties like that. You somebody, nigga, you want to throw the best parties in the world. You want to make that shit fun for everybody. Right? Now, listen, it's a possibility that Diddy did drug people. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, listen, I highly doubted he did that. He was drugging people. Like that. Like how people try to say, oh, he was drugging people. Fuck ahead. He's Diddy, nigga. He had everybody at his parties. What the fuck he got to drug people for? That shit crazy. And you ain't got no evidence of that. You just assuming that shit. Like, come on, man. Don't put that on that man like that. Yeah, Diddy might be a freak. He might be bi. That might be what it is. It just is what it is. But don't put that on him like he was drugging people to have sex. It's like almost saying he was sex, like they say, sex trafficking and raping women. The fuck out of here. He P. Diddy. The fuck he's sex trafficking? Why is he sex trafficking somebody and he's a billionaire? Why would he do that? The fuck out of here, man. The fuck out of here. Now, some of the gay shit, I actually believe. But you talking about him sex trafficking people? Nah, I'm not believing in that. Yeah, he hired a prostitute. I believe that. I believe that Diddy probably hired a prostitute to fuck Cassie and White and watch. I believe that. Because I believe most likely he probably bisexual. The fuck? That ain't no fucking crime. You have to used to have everybody from around the country to come and fuck all the chicks. And nobody got no problem with that. But now niggas mad at Diddy because Diddy hired prostitutes, male prostitutes, to come fuck his woman and he would like to watch. That's sex trafficking. Are you fucking kidding me? All right, man. Whatever. Y'all think whatever y'all want, man. Some of that shit don't even make no sense. America already let some shit happen. Hugh Hefner. Ain't nobody locked Hugh Hefner up. Did they? They don't even talk bad about Hugh Hefner, do they? This nigga was doing all of such sex trafficking shit. Ridiculous. I'm gonna leave it as that, man. So I think people don't really listen. Everybody ain't with the Booger. Everybody ain't with the freak off shit. I'm old school nigga. I come from old school shit. Like, yo, nigga, I was an old drug dealer nigga. Like, yo, having money back in the fucking 90s, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, niggas will tell you that niggas that know me, they know I used to throw them type of shits. I was doing the Diddy shit back in the day, too. Like, it wasn't, like, I don't know why people acting like this shit is like, oh my God, I can't believe Diddy did. Fuck out of here. I just ain't do no gay shit. Like, this is what the gay people, I didn't, like, we wasn't on, like, some gay shit was happening. You know what I mean? Only gay shit that really happened is that I had a threesome with two women that I didn't even think they was gay, but they was already into each other. I didn't even know that to a certain extent, and I wound up having a threesome with them. That's it. That's the only thing. But I didn't like the gay shit. I never really dealt with that like that. But niggas that know me from back in the day when I used to throw a lot of them parties and shit, like if I had my cousin Mason here, right? I don't fuck with no more because you're a woman beater and shit. But he was around a lot of that shit because he used to bring the weed. You know what I mean? And if he was around, he'll tell you, like, nigga, that shit was like normal to us. Wasn't no fuck shit happening. Nobody was getting raped or nothing like that, nigga. I would get chicks. He'll tell you, I would random chicks. I would leave my house. I go to the bar, get me some shit. Me, my man Marlon. He was like my bodyguard at that time, but that was my man though. Him, we'd go out to the bar. We was underage too. That was crazy because we couldn't buy liquor. But I had that status in the hood at that time. And the bars would let me, buy shit. And I get that shit. I did a lot of legal shit. Right, that I shouldn't have did, but it wasn't like crazy like that. So I did that shit or whatever. And my cousin Mason used to bring the weed. Bring a pound of weed every time. And I used to go to the bar and I used to buy cases of fucking, because at that time we used to drink like Still Reserve, right? We used to drink like Still Reserve and Old English. We'd get them shits. We get like a case of them shits. Right? 40s. We talking about 40s now. Right? This is back in the fucking early 2000s. Yeah, it's like early 2000s. And we get that shit. And we bring, we pop it. And I used to go outside. Niggas ain't bring no chicks. All my niggas, they would come. I was like, yo, I'm throwing something down the crib. And niggas, like, at first, niggas didn't used to come. Didn't want to come because they was like, yo, ain't no girls here, whatever. I said, all right, well, fuck it. Let me do my shit. I wasn't a ladies' man like that, but I used to, at a period of time, I used to compose chicks like that. Because I used to just be real. Listen, what the fuck y'all going to the club for? Come on here. And they used to come, I got them or whatever. And they come or whatever. I used to pull chicks. I used to just go to the bar. Like to go get 40s and shit. And I go there, get a case of 40s, me and my man Marlon. And my cousin Mason, I call that nigga and be like, yo, bring that weed up. You know what I mean? He'd be like, all right, cool. He used to bring the weed up. So we used to have the weed. Mason had the weed. I used to get like this box of, we used to smoke Phillies. There's the box of Phillies. And I get, me and my man Marlon, we used to pay for this shit. Box of Phillies. And we used to get like a case of 40s. And then we used to get like a half gallon of fucking E&J. Right? And we used to get that shit. And we used to throw that shit. It wasn't every week, but it was damn near every other week or every 2 weeks or something like that. We should throw that shit all the time. My mom, she lived there, but she wasn't never there. Right? It was, and I used to pay my sister off. Be like, yo, go to a friend house or whatever. I guess at that time she was fucking with her little boyfriend or whatever. I pay her off, like go to your little boyfriend house. You know what I mean? And my sister used to leave. I used to throw that shit like not every week, but it was almost like every other week or every 3 weeks. Right? And I used to throw that shit all the time. And we had that shit. And then I would throw it. Ain't no fucking crazy shit happening, bro. Like the only crazy shit that really happened was I remember the one time I pulled a chick. That's you can go out my front and pull chicks. I used to do it all the time. Right? And pull chicks. Cause like in the neighborhood at the time, I didn't know nobody. Right? So I was the new nigga. Right? So I used to pull chicks. Niggas and chicks, and one thing about at that time, chicks was infatuated with niggas that they didn't know. Like, oh, he a new nigga. Oh, he got this, he got that, he doing that. Oh, let's go fuck with that nigga. That's how it was with me, right? Because I didn't communicate. I'm in a new hood. I ain't fuck with everybody like that. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody know me like that. But I'm from that area, but it was just a different area. And so we did all that shit. And I only like I said, the only fucked up thing was that I remember that I'm in the midst of fucking this shit. I'm fucking the shit out of her. And her friends come in and they say, hey, you know what? Girl, you know all that's all you trying to do is fuck you. Come on, get your ass up, blah, blah. And she got up and she rolled out. I said, Shorty, what the fuck you doing? We in the midst of doing this. She's like, no, my friend said we gotta go. I said, all right, well, fuck it. That was the only thing. That's the only thing shit that ever happened to me. That was only one thing that ever happened to me. Any other chick I would fuck or something like that. Ain't nobody fucking with that. Like I go fuck a chick. But her friends was like, nah. They just trying to fuck. I had to respect that. Look back at it in a way. Gotta look back at it and respect her friends. Because that's all I was trying to do was fuck her. It wasn't nothing more than that. I wasn't trying to have no relationship with her. It was just in the moment shit. So her friends was right. They did what they supposed to do. And that's what happened. But that's the only shit that, like, when I threw them parties like that, that's the only time that shit happened. That her friends, like, come in. Her friends came in and, like, I was in, like, look, I'm talking about my dick was in her and everything. And they came in and busted in my room and shit. It was like, nah, girl, you can't do that shit. That shit was crazy. But, you know, I respect our friends for that. You know? But you don't get mad about that. And I had a whole bunch of niggas that were like, you know, shit, they could have been outnumbered. Right? If I was on some real fuck shit like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? But, you know, we ain't not do that. You ain't trying to get no pussy, go. Like, ain't nobody trying to. Like, that was my thing. Like, yo, you gotta understand, I was getting pussy back then like that. So I wasn't, like, tripping on that shit. Like, you know what I mean? She left, whatever. It's cool. It's cool what it is. And I already was in the pussy. You know, but so it wasn't like I really give a fuck. But I respect that her friends did what they did, though. Can't be mad at them. They was trying to protect her in whatever way they thought that I was doing some fuck shit or sucker shit. But it was more of you whoring yourself out. You just give him some pussy on. You just met this nigga. But that's the type of shit we was on. You get what I mean? That shit was just how we was back then. Listen, man, I used to fuck chicks I didn't know. Chicks ain't know me. They just in that moment we got over whatever, you know, whatever was going on with us, the connection or whatever, and we just did what we did. But I used to throw them parties like that all the time. I threw a wild ass party one time, right? To be very honest with people, I threw a wild ass party. And I'm gonna leave this with this. I threw a wild party, right? Where like we was there and I remember that I had about 20 homies there. And it was about 10 or maybe 15 chicks. And nigga, that shit was an orgy. Like we was, you know, the chicks was into it. The dudes was into it. Like everybody was on that shit. And the crazy shit about it, I was mad uncomfortable. Right? And then when I got very uncomfortable about it, I took one of the chicks that I felt like she was into me or whatever, and I took her into my mom's room and I locked the door. Because my mom at that time, where we lived at, she only one had a lock on the door. And I took her with me into there. I said, "You come with me, come on. You ain't gotta run around do no training shit." And we did that shit before that though, right? Like, I ain't saying she didn't get fucked by other niggas, but I'm just saying, I was at the while I got uncomfortable. Like I never liked that shit. I never liked the trains and all that shit. I've been around it. Even before then, I had ran train. We had ran trains. Me and my homies ran trains on chicks and shit, but I just never was comfortable with it. And I rolled out. Like I took Shorty. I was like, "Yo, come on, man. You gonna come fuck with me, or you wanna stay here with these niggas?" You know what I mean? I got drinks or whatever. You know what I mean? And I was the nigga that was kind of running shit, so she kind of like wanted to fuck with me or whatever. And I brung everybody there. That was the crazy shit. So she was like, "All right, fuck it." Came there. And the crazy shit about it, the chick that I took wasn't the prettiest. Wasn't a motherfucker that thought that she was the finest and all that other shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't that. I took a chick that wasn't really like that. Like, anybody really look like that. Everybody just gonna toss around and do whatever they was gonna do because they didn't think she was pretty enough or whatever. But I took that chick. I said, "Look, come on with me. You wanna roll me?" Yeah, of course. And she was infatuated with me too, because I got my aura in the street or whatever. But she rolled me. She was like, "Fuck it, yeah, I rolled you. I ain't gotta keep fucking these niggas and shit like that," because it was an orgy. Right? Nigga, and I took her, and we was good for the rest of the night. I remember the crazy shit about it. I remember when that shit happened and we woke up the next day. And I remember all the chicks that ran a train on, or I fucked or whatever, run to that shit. They was mad because they fucked me first. They had sex with me first. It was like, "Oh, you ain't choose me or nothing like that." I was like, "Nah." Because at that point in time, no lie, you was already fucking my niggas. So the chick that I took, she wasn't fucking my niggas like that. You know what I mean? She wasn't out there like that. The chicks that got mad about it, and that was part of the orgy or whatever, and they was doing whatever they was doing, nigga, they was already fucking my niggas. So it wasn't like I always tell y'all, a lot of chicks that came with that shit, listen, they had relationships with me, but they was already fucking my niggas. So I didn't have that much respect for them like that. Let's go for any woman. If you fuck my nigga, I don't got no respect for you. Till to this day, I don't. You fuck my nigga, I don't got a problem. I don't fuck with you like that. Listen, we did the orgies or whatever. That's cool, but we can't be cool. Like, if that makes sense to you, like, you fuck my niggas, we can never have a relationship. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that can't happen, bro. But they thought that some of them chicks, they thought that, hey, well, Kenny, we only came because of you, and we only fucked them niggas because we thought that that's what you kind of wanted us to do. I don't know why you thought that. Because you fucked them niggas. I shouldn't have been able to make you do that. You know what I mean? If you have self-respect for yourself. But then you're talking about you fuck with me, you like me. No, you really don't. But at the same time, understand your power. I understood my power. They wasn't totally wrong. My power is I got some of them chicks to fuck a lot of my niggas. Get trains ran on them, did lesbian shit because of my power. They're not lying about that. But if they had self-respect for them like that, they wouldn't have did it. That's how that goes. Like, don't ever believe that. It's like a nigga sit out there and tell you, oh, well, I ain't supposed to do that. She was just coming on to me and all that other shit. Nigga, you have some self-respect for you. You say you love your woman. Why you cheating on her? You know what I mean? And you know better. That's the same thing. So them niggas like weirdo niggas to me. Everybody weirdos to me when they do that shit. Nigga, I've been in those situations where I done seen women. Listen, they wanted to fuck with me, but nigga, they would fuck my niggas just to think that that's pleasing me. You know what I mean? And it's vice versa to a lot of dudes. Dudes do that shit too. I done seen dudes do it. Sit there and let they woman fuck another dude and they okay with it. And I listen, I watched a chick back in the day. I watched a chick that she was with a nigga. She said, if you love me like that, you'll fuck that chick in front of me. I watched chicks do that. So like I told you, this ain't just on no nigga shit, like on men shit. I seen women do it. So all that shit that y'all be thinking about, it's not like what y'all think, man. When you never lived that lifestyle, you ain't never lived this lifestyle. I ain't never been no rich nigga, nothing like that. But I came close to it. Like when you're a drug dealer, it's like coming close to that rich shit. And I'm telling you, you're a drug dealer like that, yo, that shit is different. I'm telling you. And the hood is just different. Niggas in the hood different. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you, man, that whole notion that people be trying to think like, can't believe you know that type of shit be having with Diddy. Nigga, well, you ain't lived that type of lifestyle. Like, I was in the hood and I lived close to what Diddy his lifestyle was. And I'm telling you that shit ain't what y'all think it is. You don't make people do a lot of shit. People are infatuated with your shit. You know what I mean? I'm a hood nigga at that time. Like, I ain't no fucking, like, I ain't even one of the biggest drug dealers, but my name is known. Motherfuckers know me. Chicks want to fuck me because of my name. Like, you understand that. And it's vice versa with dudes. It ain't no difference. I don't know why people be acting like this shit is so crazy. It's not. You ain't got to take no pussy. I'm not saying that he didn't do some of the shit that he did, but I'm telling you, a lot of shit that they saying that he did, he didn't do, bro. It's impossible for him to do it. He's fucking Diddy, man. This nigga worth millions of dollars. Get the fuck out of here. You had chicks in there, and you just fucking niggas because of his name, doing shit that you be like, oh my God, I can't believe they did. But they doing it because of his name. I had a name in the hood. I will pull a chick. They see some money. They see how a nigga. Listen, I seen chicks that gravitated to me because my niggas was real thorough like that, and they would give me pussy. I seen that happen. They knew I wasn't as thorough as my niggas, but because I knew them niggas, they would give me some pussy. That happens. I don't know why y'all acting like this shit is like, oh my God. Like, no, that really happens. You know? And I know it always just seems like it's just trying to taunt women or disrespect women. No, I seen bitch niggas do that too. I ain't say bitch niggas, but I seen niggas do that. They start doing some shit out of their character, who they are, to do some shit for a woman that carry herself a certain type of way. I done seen it all. You be like, yo, nigga, what you on, nigga? He's like, nah, yo, my woman, blah, blah, blah. And I seen niggas die on that. And literally die. Because them niggas stood on that bullshit. Because that woman said that you gotta do that. Because that pussy that good. That nigga is that pussy whip. I seen it. So you motherfuckers sit out here, you have no fucking, a lot of y'all have no clue about being in the atmosphere of a celebrity. I do. As a street celebrity, in a way, right? Not saying I'm on some Diddy level, but I'm telling you, yo, you don't know nothing about that. That lifestyle is crazy. Motherfuckers would do anything in that life. Anything. I've been around the biggest drug dealers in my city. Telling you, seen the chicks. Seen them do anything. Supposed to have this respect for them. I had seen a chick do some shit one time to my cousins, and nigga, I seen her years later, and this chick walking around with her husband and shit, acting like she ain't never did none of that. Like she ain't know me. I done seen it. Telling you. I done seen my cousin pull chicks, had chicks suck his dick right in front of us. And then now I see her years later, decades later. Nigga, this woman got her own shit. Like I said, man, it's not what y'all think it is, man. Everybody got past, bro. Everybody got past. And this whole notion, everybody, and it's just because you don't make it. It's like me. I always tell people, I got lucky. I wasn't supposed to make it, but I got lucky. And if I didn't make it, nigga, I'd probably be like everybody else. That's why I don't think I'm better than nobody. You motherfuckers is crazy, man. A lot of people crazy, man. Stop that shit. Leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boys, your boy Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.